ready to get physical. It's time to talk some piss and more. We gonna talk about it all. DVD, CD, UHD, VHS, corpse, Blu-ray. Who knows, maybe you'll even see the laser disc today. Let's get physical. We wanna talk some physical media. Movies and TV, music and more. Come check out what we have in store. This is the media house stream. It's time for some physical media on FanZcene.
I know it was like really popular because it like won some Oscars and whatever, but
Jimmy does dance.
It's got that. It's got the Mighty Ducks guy. It's got that guy.
No! Yes, but no! He's not the Mighty Ducks guy! It's Emilio Estevez! We're the brand.
You can never have enough physical media.
I like turtles.
You in the back. I see you. All right. Well, hello, fellow fellers. Welcome back to the Physical Media Show here on FanZcene. With me, as always, is Tom and, I guess, Rookie. I mean...
What movie is going to shit on this week?
Yeah.
We'll see. First of all, how do I sound?
Like Rookie.
Okay, good. It's been a long time since I used my computer mic and stuff.
Oh, yeah, you don't sound like you're in a tunnel or the bathroom.
Yeah, he does.
Okay, good. Yeah.
In the subway bathroom.
It works good. That's why I was like getting on Twitter. I was like, what? I have to do a code.
Where's my
now to
cookies,
get
motherfucker?
Twitter?
Cookies.
There's no pizza back here.
He still owes me cookies and 2 cups.
Yeah.
He still hasn't got me my cups.
It feels like forever ago now.
Oh, yeah,
Honestly.
yeah. And also, by the way...
he can't lie to me about Subway anymore, and he doesn't know why, and I'm not going to tell him.
Oh?
Mm-hmm. I never want to lie about it, so I'll tell you only the truth. Only the truth.
So says he.
So says he. My mom managed the Subway for like 10 years, so...
That was going to be my plan, and then thankfully I didn't because then COVID happened. I was thinking about literally investing, and then, glad I didn't.
Well, besides the fact that you still work at a Subway, the shirt Rookie is wearing is available at FanZcene's Vids.
That is a nice shirt.
So you can please, if you want to support the channel, you can go buy that shirt. It is available right now. The link's in the description and everything. T Public, I think it is what I have it on. So,
indeed.
Yes, the Physical Media Show. Show your love. I know Clark the Shark. He's bought 2. So.
Oh, nice. Yeah. It was actually, I was recording a video in front of my green screen, and the blue shirt's one of the better ones to have without, red one sometimes has a little bit of a green after thing on a green screen. So the blue usually works the best. Good for that too.
There you go. Who would have thought? And I know we're all on camera tonight. Go figure.
When I choose to be.
I mean, Tom must be feeling pretty good. So
the ladies can only handle so much of this. So I can only be on screen for like 5-10 minutes at a tops.
And out of the 3 of us, he's got the lady. So
I didn't mean it like that, but I'm just saying.
I mean, you would know. But let's say hi to the chat, then we'll get into all the physical media news. We have FKHC 2005. Hail to you. Glad to see you. John the Beagle Dad says, I'll be ready, guys. Always glad to see you there. Hi, Heather Preston. Glad to see you out there in the chat. And we got Tim Hayes, who's been a member for 39 months. Thank you so very much, Tim Hayes, for being a member. He says, hell, Greg and Tom. I don't blame you for leaving Rookie out. I don't blame you. So, hell do you?
I mean, I'm only here this year. I think I was only here 25% of the year so far. I really wasn't here that much.
That's barely a guest star.
Yes,
yeah, I know. Really, I barely count
That's
as a host.
bit part at this point.
Just an occasional guest that pops in every now and then.
No, like I said, bit part at best.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. And you know what? Since you're being a member and you're sending your members chat, and we're approaching the season.
Where's your other hand? Between 2 pillows. Those aren't pillows.
How about them Bears? Love that movie. This is a good movie. Hell to you, Brian Barth. Glad to see you.
I watched it not that long ago, but we've talked about it so many times.
I know.
I brought it on.
I know I'm going to be watching it.
That is.
You don't know what movie that
Kick
is?
him the fuck out of here. God damn it.
The
Thanksgiving, and that's the Thanksgiving movie to watch.
movie with that one guy that's in stuff that isn't Chris Farley.
Oh my god! Don't even joke about John Candy, bro. That man is a godsend.
Yeah, he gave Macaulay Culkin's mom a ride in the movie. So, yeah, you know.
Oh, God. Do I have to run the poll again? Are we glad to have Rookie back, buddy?
Yeah, it's funny because it's like part of it's a joke, but I'm also serious because like I don't remember his name, so I'm just pulling out of the air what I remember him
John
from.
Candy, bro.
You can start by wiping that fucking dumbass smile off your face.
Aw, but it's
You
fun.
can give me a fucking automobile, a fucking Datsun, a fucking Toyota, a fucking Mustang, a fucking Buick,
I want
4 fucking wheels and a seat.
Not in a van down by the river. That's
right
a different one.
fucking now.
Right. Fucking nah.
Oh
May
boy.
I see your rental agreement? I threw it away. Oh dear.
You're fun.
Oh dear, what? You're fucked.
You got to watch Planes, Trains, and Automobile.
That's why that movie's rated R.
Yeah, that's one scene, just that one scene, because he gets like, what is that, like 100 F words or something?
I don't know
like
about that. At least
Yeah,
20
it's like
some or
25
more.
maybe.
Yeah.
It's a great movie.
You're going the wrong way. He's drunk. How the hell does he know where we're going?
I typically do not watch that movie till it gets closer to Thanksgiving. I watch it with the family. So I will be bringing on Dutch though. I haven't watched it yet, and I don't think I've ever brought it on.
I need that one.
Be,
That's a tough one to get your hands on, man.
I got the Blu-ray. So.
I bet you. Did our buddy get you that one?
Yes. Yes, he did. I have the DVD though, but I have the Blu-ray. But Hell to You style section. Glad to see you out in the chat. Hell Collector Shark, as I was saying earlier. Where's the Ladder 49 4K? You know, I've never seen Ladder 49. I've seen Backdraft, but I've never seen Ladder 49. So maybe if that ever gets,
I vaguely remember it. I don't remember it being that good though, for some reason.
Yeah, I don't think I've ever seen it.
I'm not trying to dump on anybody who likes it, but I saw it, and I don't remember being impressed by it. So,
yeah, I heard.
If I'm misremembering, but
Yeah, it's like, is John Travolta in that one, or is it?
Yes, that's the John Travolta one.
Okay, that's John Travolta one. Okay,
And it's just really kind of, I don't know. I just remember it being very, like practically a TV movie of the week kind of thing. Like, if that makes sense. Like, it's really schmaltzy, and I don't know if that's the right word I'm looking for, but it's, I don't know. From my memory, I didn't care for it all that much.
okay.
Maybe I'm misremembering it. Yeah, Joaquin Phoenix was in it too.
Yeah, Joaquin Phoenix. I haven't seen it, so I couldn't tell you. Excuse me. What's up, Cowabunga dude? Glad to see you with us. Hola, Ace Hanlon. Glad to see you in there. What movie hasn't Rook seen this week? We'll find out. How do you, Dragonzilla? Glad to see you in the chat.
Planes, Trains, and Automobiles is already on the list.
Yeah, we already got that. Planes, Trains, and
Clearly.
Automobiles. That is, like, I can't believe that's like the top of the top Thanksgiving movies. There's like maybe 5 of them. What is up, Psycho Not Your Daddy? Glad to see you out there in the chat. What is up, Berserker99? Hell, PMS. Yeah, I was thinking about naming it, you shortened it to the PMS show at one point, so, but we'll see. Well, that would be.
We this happens every week instead of just once a month.
Yes, every week. So.
Well, I am constantly
really see it
bitching every
back.
week about something.
Does somebody need a Midol?
Yes.
Good evening.
What are you trying to say to me?
Nothing. Nothing. Nothing, baby. I swear.
You just throw ice cream and you run. That's what you do.
Whatever I did, I'm sorry.
Exactly.
Exactly.
I didn't mean it, baby.
That's how it works. And
If
good
it was
evening.
somebody at work, fuck them.
Exactly. Good evening, Davina Duckworth. Glad to have you with us as well. Yes, as I said, 2 fancy shirts. I have great shirts. I have good designs. The top selling shirt is the B Movies and Boobies, but the physical media shirt, which I do own as well. Great shirt. Supports the show, supports the channel. buy you guys some merch. What's up, Doba Fett? Howdy to see you as well. I almost said Hell FanZcene. I'm FanZcene. Greg. Hell Tyrell 72. Live long and prosper, buddy. Glad to have you in the chat. Whom am I? Did I get everybody, or am I slowed up here? I think we're all caught up. Okay. Thank you to everybody in chat. Make sure you guys tell your friends, your family, your loved ones that the show's on, and we're here to talk physical media and have a good time and make fun of Rookie. So sit back, relax, and enjoy. What do we have on tap for upcoming new releases? I think we gave most of them away last week. I don't think there was much this week. I got it.
Yeah, I don't know what was there.
Yeah, I don't think there was much that I saw this week.
Did we say The Emperor's New Groove last week? Because that one pissed me off because the price they're charging for it.
Disney.
Yeah, it's not even a steelbook. And then supposedly Horizon Part 2 is coming eventually.
Oh,
here.
finally?
Yeah. What else was there?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, there was a couple things.
The new Death Stalkers coming to Blu-ray from Shout Factory.
Yeah. But there was what the hell was it? They just announced something today on Kino and I forgot what it was.
Oh yeah, I did see something on Kino. The mirror cracked. No, that's Kino, but that's not what I saw. I know we talked about Dogma. You can pre-order Dogma from Lionsgate Limited right now, and regular. What is it that does? Okay, you can get the special edition steelbook from Lionsgate Limited, and it looks like you can get regular Dogma.
K-Packs. That's one of those.
Oh, K-Packs. Yeah. I think that's it.
Warner Archive dropped a few today, but not many that I'm real familiar with. Interrupted Melody, The Valley of Decision, San Antonio, On Borrowed Time, I Love Melvin, Lippy the Lion, and Hardy Har Har, the complete series. Walter Gator, the complete series. So yeah, a lot of older, lesser known stuff it looked like. Yeah. Whose phone is going off, Rookie?
That was mine. I have turned it off. That was my fault.
Gosh.
My fault.
I'm still gonna make Rookie take the blame.
Rookie maneuver on my part.
Rookie. Bay of Blood, I think, was the other one from Severin.
Yeah. I think
it was kind of a slow week for announcements from my memory here.
Yeah,
a lot of the other ones from like Shout sucked, and then the ones from Arrow were like just a bunch of ones that Shout already released.
Yeah.
Ladder 49 is coming from Sony. That's probably why he was asking about it.
Oh, so there you go.
That's coming January 13th, which means I'd hold off because that means they'll probably do a 4K before too long because they've done this to me a few times. Like 2 or 3 titles now that I bought from Sony where they turn around, they release them, and then they release them in 4K 6-7 months down the road.
Gotcha.
So I'm surprised they hadn't done that with Look Who's Talking yet, to be honest with you, but yeah.
Yeah. Speaking of which, that's kind of weird how that happens all the time. How like we talk about a movie and then like the next couple days, it's all over. I guess they're hearing us from our phones or whatever, but
well, we
trendsetters
anytime now. So
yeah. But yeah, did we get I think we said it last week, Harry and Henderson's 4K. I think I said that last week.
Yeah, we mentioned that. Yeah.
Yeah, I think that's about the only I said this was a pretty slow week for announcements. So
yeah, I think last week was the biggest, with all of them. So ignore. No, I'm not ignoring. It just was for Rookie Maneuver. That was my fault. I forgot to turn off the things. Sometimes I get notifications. So oh yeah, that's right. Shin Godzilla's out. I gotta get that. I gotta get the 4K of that. So I forgot about that.
When does Ankle Godzilla come out?
Rookie. I just sometimes I just can't with you. I just can't with you, Rookie. I just.
That's all right. I'm going to vent later. I don't even want to get started right now.
We could get pissy and talk about what Matthew Lillard, I don't know why I even said it. He's talking about how, you know what I'm getting at, right?
Yep.
What the fuck, Matt? I know, I met Matt.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, dude, what the fuck?
I feel like his career's picking back up again, so he's hitting all the talking points, is what I think.
This is the dumbest thing to comment on. I hope he's just joking. I'd love to hear the context of it, but Stu and Billy were not gay lovers.
No, they weren't. That's like modern day revisionist bullshit that they've come up with lately. And that's why I hate shippers.
Stu was even kind of pissed about his girlfriend getting killed, remember?
Mm-hmm. And the fact is, like, this is what I hate about modern day revisionist bullshit like this, is because if you listen to Wes Craven and everybody talk about the first movie, everything, the whole thing of the movie was that Billy was obsessed with Sydney. He was not
and he's
gay.
repressed because she wouldn't give it up.
Yes, she wouldn't give it up, and so her mother was giving up to her father, so it pissed him off even more, and that's why. And then Matthew Lillard's character Stu clearly was a guy who was like sort of a bit of a player because he kills his girl, what's her name, Drew Barrymore, in the beginning because he broke up with her to get with Tatum.
Yeah, that's the only one that was personal for him.
Yeah, so like he clearly was sort of like a player who loved the women, and then now this modern day bullshit just because like all the gay people are into everything and running everything now. Sorry, don't mean to offend anybody.
He literally gutted his ex-girlfriend's new boyfriend.
Yeah.
Like,
Well, it's like, why would they want them to be gay now? Like them to be gay?
It's the same thing. It's
not
just
only that, I thought he had a daughter, so why the fuck would...
yeah, and the new ones, right?
You guys aren't making any goddamn sense. But Jesus Christ, Matt, I love you to death, but shut the up.
You know what's sad is I might have a chance to meet him and Skeet Ulrich in a few months in March for the 30th anniversary of Scream. I might have a chance to meet them in person. And that's like I keep hearing this
him, like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
Is it just like a strategy that you do when you're old? You like make something that's awesome, and then later you just go, yeah, you know, and those guys that were straight, maybe they were gay. I don't know.
Okay, here's the problem with this. I think it's this
time.
generation is like the DVD generation. Now, what I mean is this: a lot of these folks grew up watching like DVD special features and stuff, and a lot of the times they're sitting there stroking their own egos. Yeah, but here's the difference. The difference between the people that were stroking their own egos on those behind the scenes featurettes compared to the shit that comes out now. Those people were making shit like The Godfather and Jaws.
Yeah.
Okay. Like, that's the difference. These movies have lived through this and stood the test of time. You're not making The Godfather and Jaws, most likely. Okay. So get over yourself.
Those ones feel like they deserve to be bragged a little bit if they need.
Well,
if
okay.
they could, because
now, more so, okay, those were bad examples. The better example would be like In the Heat of the Night. Right? That's a movie where these people who made that movie can get out and say, look, we made a difference. We made a movie about racism at a time when racism was, you know, the hot topic and nobody else was making movies about it. And we just went out there and we said, bam, right in your fucking face. Right?
Yes.
These people are trying to pretend this shit is going on right now when it really isn't, when it's really just a bunch of people sewing division.
Yeah.
And at the same time, you got these people virtue signaling. And this is what I love about what Billy Bob Thornton just said.
Yes.
I don't know if you guys saw his whole statement. He's like,
yes,
you know, like the pontificating at all these award shows. It's like, and he said it like everybody else has said it before, Ricky Gervais and all that kind of stuff before. It's like, quit fucking preaching. It's the same thing like I said to Jennifer Tilly tonight. Because I retweeted her tweet. And if she blocks me, she fucking blocks me. But you know what? I love her to death, but at the same time, I'm sitting here telling her, I'm like, she's upset because Chucky got canceled during season 3, but it got 100% on Rotten Tomatoes. The reason it got canceled is because the people that loved it and it got 100% on Rotten Tomatoes tells you everything I need to know right there. Because the people, there's such a disconnect between the critics and the audience right now. The critics will love anything that the Hollywood fucking folks make for themselves. Why? Because it's their virtue signaling bullshit. And what was the 3rd season of Chucky? It was all in the White House trying to go after Trump. Yeah. You know what? That turned the audience off. It doesn't matter. Sure, maybe half your audience still liked it, but you still turned off half your audience. That's the fucking problem. And they lost me in the 2nd season. That was my issue when they were trying to justify murder over misgendering. Right? Like that was my okay, you've gone and jumped the shark on this shit, in my opinion.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying. Like, it's clear that like Matthew and even Skeet Ulrich's careers are sort of having a bit of a resurgence right now with because everybody's into the 90s stuff right now.
And they're trying to lean into the whole thing about horror's always been queer bullshit.
Yeah, which
like,
I don't believe
there's some aspects, yes, but not as much as people like to pretend.
Right. What's up, Steven? And what's up?
And not only that, a lot of the stuff that they lean into now is like, that's the shit y'all used to bitch about. I remember when Silence of the Lambs got protested.
Yeah.
by the trans and gay community.
Yep. And then this is also like it's also like with the movie Weapons, which I enjoyed the movie Weapons, but then the woman that plays the villain who hurts children and kidnaps children, the LGBT community has accepted her character as a new icon. I'm like, she fucking hurt children.
Well, it's like that. What was that movie last year that got all the Oscars with Zoe Saldana in it, and it was about the mobster that went trans. I'm trying to think of the name of the movie,
I can't
but
remember the name of the
it's
movie,
like you do realize that the only reason this person did this was mainly just so they could avoid prosecution, and they were trying to hide, right?
Yeah.
This person was a horrible person.
Yeah.
Like they can never ever make up for the shit they did, no matter how good the movie tries to make them out to be.
Yeah.
Amelia Perez, yes. Like, oh my God, how tone deaf are you? It's
That's
like, what's next? Hitler the musical, where he's not such a bad guy.
He was secretly gay, so
he was a real nice guy to Ava. So I mean, we need to show that side.
Yeah. And nothing, I mean, I know we're ripping into these people and there might be people that get mad, but come on, guys, you got to be honest. I mean, seriously, you're going to relate to the villains of the movies or try to make these characters
makes no sense exactly
this way because you're relating to people in movies that kill people.
Well, and what the worst part about the Chucky thing, to bring it full circle, is I thought one of the best jokes in the first season now is no longer a joke because of the shit that happened later on down the road.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Because I didn't mind the gay characters being introduced because Chucky's always had a little bit of queer bent, especially since Seed of Chucky. Don't get me wrong.
Don Mancini is.
Don Mancini's been openly gay since forever, so like that's not in debate or up for debate. But he never really made it about that, and I didn't mind the new characters. It's like, okay, great, you're making new characters and they're gay, so what? That part wasn't the problem. There was a great joke though when the first time the gay kid meets Chucky, as talking to him. And he's like, so you don't have a problem with me being gay? He's like, no, I'm a murderer, not an animal. I got a trans kid. See, I thought that was a joke.
Mm-hmm.
No, now when you go back through the show and you look at it, no, that's meant as realistic, like something that just tells you that most of these people justify murder.
Yeah.
Through this, it's like, no, you guys are really not on the right side of history with this whole idea.
That's what I don't get that. To just be like. That's what I don't care if there's gay characters or whatever characters in the movies. That's fine, whatever, cool. But when your party is relating to the villains of the movies,
that's a problem.
That's the problem.
Like, I thought that they used to have a problem with them being the
That's
villains.
what I just said.
That's what I was saying. Yeah, somewhere along
they're
the
like,
way,
oh, but now Stu and Billy have to like what?
Yeah,
I mean, Christ,
way, man.
I mean, even people forget that Frankenfurter is technically the villain in Rocky Horror Picture Show as well. But anyhow, that whole movie's gay, but that's a whole nother conversation.
Exactly.
But I didn't have a problem with any of that stuff, and I don't have a problem with gay stuff in movie or gay characters. And I've recently had this. It's the way they're portrayed. It's the way they're presented, and it actually kind of reminds me. It doesn't even have to be a gay necessarily. I just watched that Dahmer show on
you watched
Netflix because the new Ed Gein one was out, and I tried to watch that. Thing's a piece of shit from what I saw so far, but the Dahmer one was a little more watchable. But it really lost me at one point when they make this huge, like they basically give an entire episode to one of his victims who happened to be black and deaf. And I'm like, and it get to a point where it's like, okay, is there any real reason why this person is getting so much more attention than any of his other victims other than he's black and deaf?
No, that's the only reason.
Exactly that. And you find out down the road. That's really it. Because there's like at least a half a dozen or more of his victims that never even get mentioned within the show or even talked about. Right. And it keys in on only a specific few. And I'm sitting here going, like, this is ridiculous. You waste an entire episode on a character that or a victim, which I'm not trying to diminutize that he was a victim. It's just like you have all these other victims that were never even brought up, mentioned, shown in the show or anything. I mean, on screen, he maybe kills, I think, like 6 people in the entire show. Mm-hmm. And the first 2 that they show are the ones that he did on accident, in quotations, anyway.
Yeah.
But at least the Dahmer one was a little closer to reality. That Gein one I started watching, my God.
Yeah, I've heard nothing.
They tried to turn it into Psycho mixed with Texas Chainsaw Massacre, and it's like, you guys really... And whoever decided to go with that voice is beyond me. And I think I know why they did it, because I think there's like one recording of Ed Gein that exists from my memory, and it's from him like when he was in the nut house when like he's old.
Right.
So of course he's always really, like,
Yeah,
so they make them sound like that. It's like, I doubt he sounded like that as a young man.
Exactly.
Or a younger guy. I doubt that.
Yeah.
Because that's the thing about Ed, and they make him like a weirdo from the fucking start. It's like, they seem to miss the boat on this whole thing with Ed Gein. Ed Gein, the thing was with him is nobody suspected him.
Exactly.
He was just like everybody else. He did the same shit everybody else did day in and day out in Plainfield, Wisconsin.
Yeah.
And the only reason he got fucking caught is because everybody else went hunting except for him. And when everybody got home, this one guy's mother was missing. And there was blood on the floor in her store. Mm-hmm. And Ed Gein had already been known to kind of have a thing for, like, it was kind of like obvious as fuck at that point.
Yeah.
But the other thing is to call him a serial killer is a stretch too.
Mm-hmm.
Like, most people don't realize that he did more grave robbing than actual killing.
Yeah,
it's still up for debate whether or not he killed his brother.
Yep.
Which would actually make him a technical serial killer.
Yeah.
Because otherwise he only killed 2 people.
So, yeah. Mostly he was just digging up graves.
I hate to say that he only killed, that doesn't, you need at least 3 to be a serial killer. Sorry, guys.
Yeah. And it kind of reminds me of the Vince Vaughn Psycho remake, where like when you watch the original Psycho, you don't know, if you've never read the book and you're watching it for the first time, you don't know Anthony Perkins is going to be the Psycho. Because he plays it kind of normal at first until the more you get into the conversation and stuff, you realize, oh, this guy isn't quite right. But even then, you're still like, maybe he's just his mom's something. And then when Vince Vaughn shows up on Psycho, it's like, oh yeah, he's a murderer. So it's like he plays.
Yeah, I mean, I've heard so many stories about that remake, and I want to believe the version I want to believe is that he made it so that nobody else would ever do it again.
Yeah, which I hope is true. And Steven, we will have you back on soon. We'll get you
absolutely, man.
Yeah, definitely.
But let's get into some movies here because we've already been talking for 25 minutes and we haven't even hit a movie yet.
We kind of had a little rant on that. That's what I hate about modern day horror fans. What can I say? But anyways, who wants to go first? Rook, me and Tom know how many we have. You showed up late, so how many do
I have less than you guys, so Tom should I go first.
But like, how many do you actually have?
Physically 2.
Okay, physically 2.
Man, I don't even know where to start with this. That is so half-baked. I think I'll start with Half-Baked.
Oh,
one that Kino Lorber put out a while back. No special anything new here. It's the same scan as before. It doesn't even say it's like a new scan or anything like that, so I'm sure it's the same master from before. Yeah. It doesn't look the greatest. But you know what? This is a movie that deserves a lot of love. Now, this would be one I would love to see Vinegar Syndrome get their hands on, because there's clearly like an extended work print of this movie with all the deleted scenes that are on here. I mean, I would love to see that. And it doesn't even have a commentary from the guys. Now, I know Chappelle would be impossible now.
Yeah, definitely.
But I would love to have Chappelle and Brewer and the other guys do a commentary. It would be amazing.
The thing is,
I'm sure you guys have seen it.
Brewer, sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off. But like,
they don't get along now, I heard, yeah.
And then plus they're not in the good graces of Hollywood anymore. So
no.
Either one of them, because they both are outspoken.
Well, I don't know exactly how outs they are with each other, but I know Jim on a recent interview had talked a little bit about him, but he just said he had changed a lot and that kind of stuff.
Yeah, but no, Abba Zaba, you're my only friend.
You're my only friend. I guess Rookie's never seen this.
I guarantee he has it.
I have not seen this.
I didn't think so. I want to talk to Samson.
You done smoked yourself retarded. You said that you gave Mary Jane a pearl necklace. You totally missed the point of that story.
What's up, fish? Fish. It is a good movie. He's talking to that horse the whole time. Oh, now that makes
I love butter stuff. Buttercup. I love horses. I'm from Jamaica, man.
Yeah, Jamaica.
Boy. From where? Down by the beach.
Down by
a lot of mercy.
Fuck you. Fuck you. You're cool.
Yeah. Fuck you. I'm out. One move and I'll kill him. He's got me Cuban B. Yes, Cuban B.
We're just quoting the movie. Rook's like, "What's it about?"
Or, yeah, I'll kill this Mexican if you move. I'm not Mexican. I'm Cuban B. Yes, Cuban B.
Yeah, human being. Oh man, I called people B all the time.
Why did you tell him Mr. Nice Guy was Jamaican? I don't know, because he sounded Jamaican in my head, yo. To understand how Killer died, you have to understand who Killer was. Yo, what'd you do to my dog?
I haven't seen this movie in years. I still
The killer
remember
was
it.
the puppy of a three-legged bitch, and he was ashamed of this. He was the best fighting dog around until one day he had to face his brother.
Oh man, it's a good movie. It's a fun movie, man.
You done smoked yourself retarded.
I used to watch that and How High back to back in the day. Oh man.
All right, sorry for yelling at you. But we need to start acting like responsible adults.
Rick is like, what the F? Yes. Okay. You got to explain the plot a little bit to Rook.
All right, for those who don't know what the plot of Half Baked is, it's about a couple of guys who live in an apartment together, and after a night of smoking weed, one of the guys goes out to get munchies, and he accidentally feeds a diabetic.
He left on us. So what's the matter?
Diabetic horse and accidentally kills it. So he's charged with as a cop killer.
Yeah.
So the rest of the guys have to figure out how to get him out of prison. Well, Thorogood, the guy that Dave Chappelle plays, he's a janitor at this medical place, big pharma place, and they're doing tests on marijuana. Of course, the movie came out in 98, so or whatever it was, 97, whatever it was.
Yeah.
So like that's when the movie takes place. So at that time they still hadn't even had, I think medical was even a few years off, if not. So so they're doing all these testings and stuff. So they get the bright idea to steal the weed from the place so they can sell it to get their buddy out of jail. Only they piss off one of the biggest drug dealers in town. I mean, that's pretty much the whole movie.
Yeah, that's pretty.
Right? Like, I mean, there's only a few things I left out, but I mean, that's the basic. It's a real simple plot. And I think it's produced by Robert Simmons, if I remember correctly, produced like Billy Madison and some other things like that, if I remember right. Like,
I think so. Yeah. It's just one of the movies that you watch with your buds and just have a good laugh.
Definitely get high or get drunk and watch it. Yeah. You got tons of great fucking cameos from Stephen Williams to Snoop Dogg to Willie Nelson is probably the best cameo.
Yeah. It is great.
How much for it? I need $60, my man. $60 for a dime bag? Man, I remember when a dime bag used to cost a dime. A quarter used to cost a quarter. You know how much condoms used to cost back in the day? How much? I don't know. We never used them.
Really, yeah. You got to see it, Rook. It's funny. Have a good night, John the Beagle Dad. Berserker.
You ain't here for some marijuana? Marijuana? I've sucked dick for coke. Did you ever suck dick for marijuana?
Yeah, Bob Saget. America's dad.
Boo this man!
Oh, that's where that comes from, isn't it?
The meme, yeah, the boo this man meme, yeah.
That's what I use on Rookie. Do I still have that?
Boo this man!
I think it's
Boo this man! You ever suck dick for marijuana?
Oh, now I get the hiccups laughing so much from that.
Bob Saget. I think he has another scene that's in the deleted scenes too. But
yeah. That I mean, after they did Dirty Work, that screams Vinegar Syndrome. Half Baked screams.
That's what I'm saying. Like, I would love to see them give Half Baked the same treatment. And Half Baked actually has a bigger audience. So, and hell yeah, F Shout Factory.
Yeah. I mean, now they're Groove, so we're cool, and the prices should be a little better too. So,
yeah, Half Baked's great. Kino put this out, I think, 2 years ago now or something like that. So it's in need of an upgrade, but yeah,
it'd be nice. Maybe they'll let somebody like Vinegar Syndrome, or they'll give it a better 4K treatment or something. Excuse me. Now I got the hiccups from laughing.
The doctor say I need a backiotomy.
Like I said, I remember that. I want to talk to Samson. All
When I
right.
want to get high, I call Mr. Nice Guy.
Oh, he plays both those guys too. Oh man. All right, Rook.
Fuck my mama! It took me like twice or 3 times watching that movie before I realized that he was fucking Dave Chappelle playing both roles.
Yeah,
I didn't realize it until I'm like, holy shit, that's Dave Chappelle.
he's played both of them.
Yeah. He plays a rapper in it too, Rookie. He's
Yeah, it's hilarious.
Of course.
I need a Bacchiotomy.
Yeah, you get it. It's a fun movie. Yeah, there you go, Berserk. You'll get that. There's something for
If
Christmas.
you haven't seen that, dude, it's great.
It is. It's a fun movie. Oh man, now I got the hiccups from laughing so much. I can't.
You ever seen Half Baked? Oh, weed.
Have you ever seen the weed? Yeah, Jon Stewart's in it too.
One of the last good times he was funny. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, that's what modern era will do to you. Everybody loses their comedic streak.
Then you got, what is it? Which Baldwin is it? I'm trying to remember now.
Is it Billy Baldwin? No,
I think it's Billy.
Stephen Baldwin?
No, it's the youngest one. It's the youngest. Steven.
Baldwin.
Give me a toilet paper roll, a corkscrew, and I can't remember what else. We don't have a corkscrew. Okay, then get me a pipe and a I made bongs out of less, bro.
Yeah.
But yeah,
Fun
so
movie,
off that
man. Fun
note, so
movie.
anything else to say about it, go ahead. But no, it's a classic.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's a
I'm
classic.
sure it's cheap at Kino, so yeah.
Yeah. I might have to. I don't think I picked that one up. I'm gonna have to pick that up.
I actually
haven't seen
do
it in
have the
years.
old DVD here too.
Excuse me.
Dave Chappelle in. They made sure you knew Dave Chappelle was.
Yeah,
in
back
it.
then.
Yeah.
They released it when the Chappelle show was
Warning:
big.
this will give you the munchies.
Wonder what like the Chinese release would be, or the Japanese release would be.
And this is one thing I will bitch about. The hilarious alternate ending. I'm so pissed of movies claiming they're alternate endings when they're not. This is
Right.
basically the same ending with just a few extra scenes. That's all it is. And the only real big difference is that at the end, Thorogood jumps in the water after the fucking joint. Like that's, I guess, the closest thing to an alternate ending.
I mean,
guess.
technically it is alternate, but I know what you mean. It's not like a divergent of what happened. It's just
Well, the one that pissed me
plus
off the
something
most-
Extra.
Yeah, the one that pissed me off the most was Scream 3.
Yeah.
Because they made a big, huge deal when that box set came out that it was going to have a bonus disc with all these deleted alternate scenes and the alternate ending for Scream 3. So we're like, okay, so finally we're going to get to see who these other... We thought they were building it up like we're going to finally get to see all the alternate endings that they shot for the other killers.
Yeah.
Well, then it come out to that Wes Craven said he never shot any alternate endings. The only alternate endings were just different. And you watch the alternate ending of Scream 3, you're like, what's so fucking different?
Yeah.
Nothing.
Yeah,
It's all the same shit. It just happens in like different, like they fight in different ways and shit. That's all.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Instead of going to the left, she runs down the right hallway. Do you
Well, see, what
that?
happened was, I guess he never shot. They did pretend to shoot alternate endings, but they never actually shot them. They didn't waste the money on the film because they already knew what the actual ending was going to be. They just shot, like pretended to shoot these endings so that anybody in the crew or anybody who was trying to leak stuff. Because for those who don't know, I think both Scream 2 and 3 scripts leaked online early.
Mm-hmm.
And they had to alter both films because of that. So,
Yeah.
yeah. Especially 3, I remember, leaked online, but yeah.
Yeah, they had to because it was going to be more than one killer, and then they whittled it down just to Roman. So, but all right, Half Baked is.
Yeah, wasn't that other chick supposed to be the other killer? The one
I think the actress that was playing Sydney in the movie.
Yes, because she
Yeah.
got caught in the bathroom. Like that was part of the whole thing. Yeah, like
Yeah.
her and Roman were like a team or whatever. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't think it actually ever shows her get killed in the movie, but she is.
Right.
just
Yeah, I think we
bad.
find her in like the box.
Well, I think that's because they
Yeah.
changed it. I think so late in the game because that script leaked out. I think mid-production.
Mhm.
See, I think Scream 2 leaked out right after the movie was done. So I don't know if they really could change much for Scream 2.
Yeah.
But I think I think they did a few tweaks, but it didn't really. There wasn't much they could really change. But yeah.
Yeah.
I think I'm trying to remember. Maybe the only big difference is I think they let Dewey live, or they had Dewey live, and some other things that weren't in the original version. But maybe otherwise, yeah, it was basically the same killers. But yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Anyway, that being said, let's move on.
Yes, let's go. Rook, do you want to show yours?
Yeah, sure.
All right.
If I cut out in any way, it's because the there's issues with my mic sometimes. So when I dipped out, it's because I was hearing like white noise for a sec, so I had to go out. I am watching this right now. I have an hour left on it. So
what the fuck, dude?
I was doing my errands took longer to finish than I thought. I was planning to finish it before the show tonight, but so I'm
then
right
you bring
where
it
they're
on next week.
Yeah, you bring it on next week.
I'm right where they're like gathering up. The Cowboys are gearing up. They're kind of gearing up. They're like, we're not taking some of your shit now.
I've never heard Roger Ebert say, "I watched half the movie. I'll tell you about the other half next week."
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, hey, I could just talk about a movie that I didn't bring at all, but
which is what we'll decide once you tell us what it is.
What's the other movie that you didn't bring that you could talk about?
I was gonna talk about The Witch.
The Vavitch?
The
Witch from I think 2016, I believe.
Yeah, it's The Vavitch. What's his name?
I haven't seen it, so I have nothing to say. I just know the director's name.
It's
Boo
boring.
This Man.
Oh yeah, exactly. Hey, while we're at it.
Boo this man!
Finish the movie and come back.
But it's like, you could say, like, what do I think of it so far? Because that is possible to determine.
I don't want half a fucking review.
Over an hour in. But yeah, but I can tell you what I think of it as it is, rather than nothing. I think it's fine. I think it's good.
It's the first time I've seen somebody bring on a movie while they're watching. Oh God, Rook.
Yeah, I like to do firsts here on the show. Sometimes I like to. Things that you might not expect keep you on your toes.
Kind of pointless because you're going to bring it on next week, and we already talked.
Did you watch the full movie, or did you watch? Did you bring
another vote? We need. Do we want another vote?
Things like that, so to make it kind of fun, right there. Yeah. We can talk about it next week. That's fine. But
yeah,
that's what I'm watching
Greg.
right now.
Let's see. Let's go with what I got. Where do I go off of this?
Yeah, it's 90 minutes, but I started it within less than 90 minutes.
It's a little longer than that, but still.
So I didn't know how long it was. I just put it in. And
I got two comedies, and one of the two is me and you have together. The other comedy doesn't go off of Half Baked, and I have one
just
thriller.
Try it.
So I'll go. I'll do this one.
I got to grab my other one. I forgot, but yeah.
Yeah, I'll show this one off.
I should have did it with Half Baked, but anyhow.
Funny Farm with Chevy Chase. So I watched that.
It's a great film.
It's a good film.
It's rated 15.
Yeah, they did. It's the Blu-ray. It's a region-free Blu-ray, but it's because like the other Blu-ray.
I got the one with Spies Like Us.
Yeah, Spies Like Yes, that's the other one. About the same price, no special features. So no, but I tend to watch this around this time of year because it ends on Christmas. The movie does, sort of goes through the fall of the year, so it's like a fall type movie that I like to watch. I may have brought on the DVD a few years ago, but I finally got the Blu-ray a little while back. So, but no, it's a fun movie. Andy Farmer, Chevy Chase, he's a sports writer in New York, and he is quitting his job and moving out to the country with his wife to write the great American novel. And everything that can go wrong goes wrong. The townspeople hate him. He keeps messing up. He can't write his novel. He keeps, he gets writer block. What he does write, his wife ends up thinking it's shit. She ends up writing a kid's novel, a kid's book, and she gets, like money and everything for it better than him. And he kind of just has this, like everything falls apart until like it all comes together at the end. It's a one of those great 80s comedy, with Chevy Chase and all them. And does this much like, Tom was talking about with I already forgot the name. I might as well be high. Half Baked, much like Half Baked. This could use some love. This could use a new maybe scan with some special features and stuff. It's not one of
an older disc.
Yeah, it's an older disc. It's not like one of his most popular movies.
Speaking of Roger Ebert, he loved that movie.
Right?
I think Siskel fucking hated it. That was one of the ones I think they totally disagreed on, from my memory.
It's one of those I could see that, I remember because it's one of those movies.
It's one of my mom's favorites too. When I was growing up, she fucking loved that movie.
My dad really loves this movie. And you know, the thing
Or
is,
should I say loves? I'm sure she'd still watch it if it was on TV right now.
yeah,
but yeah.
the thing, yeah. Now that's a man who knows what he's got something good in his mouth. That's what the guy tells you. He's eating goat balls or sheep balls. The trick is you got to get them real low and clip them right here before you. He eats like 30 sheep balls, and they didn't bother.
It is one of Chevy's best.
It is, because he's at his most Chevy Chase in this, right?
It's kind of his peak Chevy, yeah. I mean, it's probably one of his last hits from memory. I don't know how well it did at the box office, but I think it did all right from my memory. So
I think it did okay. I mean, this is one you see a lot with like the vacation movies, like the vacation movies and Funny Farm are typically like together and stuff. You know, like that's where you usually know.
It did about 25 million on a 19 budget, so it didn't do that great. But I know it was did fairly well on cable and video.
Yeah.
So yeah.
It's just one of them. I don't know. It's just one of them funny movies, and like I said, it ends with like, because it feels like very much like a fall movie, like when they move into the farm and the trees and like the townspeople and then it goes into like Christmas. Because the thing is, like him and his wife is such a bitch in this movie. But it works. They play so well against each other. But like it gets to the point where they're going to divorce because everything goes so bad, and so they decide to tell the townspeople like, "We'll give you $50 a piece if you help us sell our house and act like a normal Rockwell small town," because the townspeople are crazy. You know, they're not normal. And so like they're trying, it's Christmas, everybody looks, it's like a normal, and they fall back in love with the town and each other. And then the town gets pissed because they decide not to move. But it's just a fun movie. Like I would say, if you like the Griswolds, you know, like National Lampoon's Vacation type movies, you'll definitely like this. The humor isn't as crude as that. It's you know, not that humor is really crude, but you know what I mean. It's not like it's a little more adult, which is like what I liked about it, is because it's like we don't get a lot of adult movies like that, and there's been so much talk about movies today and how like with relationships and everything, and we've talked about that before. So it feels very much like a movie we don't get much anymore, between just like a man and a woman and their misadventures. But it's a fun movie. It definitely needs a little more love, I think. But I enjoyed it. Yeah. So, yeah. And yeah, you can get this, I think came out not too long ago, this Blu-ray. It's a, I guess you call it an import, but you can get it here in America, no problem. It's pretty cheap, and it's all region. So, or you can get
Pretty sure you can get the,
with Spies Like Us, double feature Blu-ray, Spies Like Us. But yeah, if you've never seen it, it's a fun movie. It's a good movie, and it one of the, also, I won't lie, one of those reasons I like is I live out in the country, and I know people like that, so you know, where they think they're going to have a nice time out here, and some of the country people can be a little weird and stuff. So, anyways, that's what I got for you. I know it wasn't no Tombstone half-watched movie, but
failure. You know.
Yeah. That's what you are, Rook. You said it, not me.
But Brian wanted to hear what I thought of it so far. I like it so far. So,
yeah.
There you go.
That's half a review.
Yep. Yep.
Half a review, Rook. All right. Tom, I guess we'll go back to you since Rook's only got one more, and hopefully he's watched it all.
I have, sir.
Unless you want to do that one.
We can do Tom next.
All right, Tom, if you're ready. I don't know if you're there or whatnot, but if you're ready, you can do your next one. Excuse me.
Or I could go, you know, whatever.
Yeah,
that's fine.
You can go, Rook. You can
that's
go.
Fine as well. So I've seen this one. Yeah, saw this when I was younger, and then just rewatched it recently as well. Just felt in a random mood to, you know, have something on while I'm doing something else. And National Treasure, the Nicolas Cage National Treasure. And it hits a little different as I'm older compared to when I was younger. It was like a fun little movie when I was younger, but you know, I like that it's kind of a movie that like has a lot of pride in American history, which, you know, these days we don't really get as much pride in America, and like, you know, just knowing it, you know, the scene even where they have the Declaration of Independence and are looking at it, and he's like, and the last time that this document was in this room was when they all signed it, and it's like just for him that was like a like a life moment there, just
Yeah.
to acknowledge and stuff. And the fact that the movie is like kind of multiple different types of genres packed in one movie here. It's like a treasure hunting one, it's a heist movie, but it's like a heist, it's a double heist because, you know, doing it two different ways at the same time, trying to get the same thing, a little race to the heist essentially. And then yeah, I mean, there's comedy throughout the whole movie, but it's not all of it is like blunt comedy. A lot of it is a lot of subtle things that I found kind of funny. Like even with like Riley, he's just like, you know, he's like, you know, I wasted my life doing it, and you've destroyed yours. Well, who do you got? You know, him. He just looks at Riley. He's got a piece of pizza. Just what? Just random little jokes. A lot of funny little lines when they're running away from some of the guys. She dives behind one of the food markets or something. She's like, if you ain't a steak, you ain't allowed back here. She's like, I'm running from my ex-husband. Who? Baldy? I see why you left him. just little jabs that are funny. He asked the one chick for his $100 bill back. He's like, hey, can I have the $100 bill back that I gave you? No. And he's like, oh, well, how about this watch and whatever? Okay, whatever. Just doesn't give a shit. It's little funny jives while they do historical things. But I don't know. I'm not like super prone on history stuff. Like I haven't paid attention too much since like high school with a lot of that stuff. So I don't know if like the movie is inaccurate on a lot of the things that they do or not, but I assume they would have studied it because that's pretty much the entire backbone of the movie is, you know, history, American history, you would think. So
Yeah.
I don't know. I like the kind of as I'm talking, I was trying to go to the actress's name that's in it. I forget her name, the actress name of the chick who's in this, but I like her character being realistic enough as one where it's like, yeah, she's super on the document, and when it's like she'd like risk her life for this piece of American history, which is, I feel like nowadays people would rather shit on it, you know, at least.
Well, Disney did make a sequel series starring a woman.
Oh yeah, they did. They did.
Yeah, and her name was Diane.
Forgot about that entirely.
Yeah, yeah. You and everybody else who watched it, because I believe they took it right off Disney because it was horrible.
Don't remember them doing that. But no, you're right. Now that you've mentioned it, yeah, I recall that a little bit. But I don't know. It's like the fact that they tie it in with like, yeah, it's just some treasures that they're trying to find, but they're not really trying to find it to be rich. Trying to just know that it existed, that this piece that they were called crazy for can exist. I like the approach. They don't explain his whole like how he can do everything and why is he so experienced with all the stuff. You kind of pick it up as the movie goes, and then I think the cop at one point kind of lay out that he went to school for all these different reasons. So, but they're not like beating you over the head with this is why he's a character, and he's not ultimate Chad protagonist or nothing. He's just a little obsessed with history and learn some skills so he can travel to different locations properly and whatnot.
It's very much in the vein of most like Indiana Jones, The Mummy.
That's what I was thinking of. It feels like an Indiana Jones Mummy, but with a different blend of comedy to it. And Nicolas Cage isn't crazy. I mean, he's crazy, but he's not like Nicolas Cage crazy.
It's when it's when he was still doing actual movies.
Yeah,
not that his other movies aren't actual movies, but this was when he was doing like big budget actual movies.
He's not. He doesn't come off like a goofball. He comes off like a regular guy who's obsessive, and that's about it. Like he's knowledgeable. Can be cordial, can be kind of normal enough. He's a little awkward, but he's like not the Nicolas Cage crazy man in this. So there's quite a bit that I appreciate with it, and like it's a feel good one, especially like, you know, even toward the end. Like I was getting a lot of Indiana Jones Mummy vibe through it a little bit.
Yeah, it's one of those last like adventure type flicks like that was made. They don't really make they don't really make movies like that anymore. Double Fat, I don't know why they never actually made the third one before Disney became what Disney. Not that Disney was always the greatest, but like there came a point where what Disney is today, and they had, I don't know why they never made a third one. They made the TV series, and you saw what that. So
yeah. But like I forgot what I was gonna say. So like his like opponent in it, Ian. I like too how he's not just like they're not making a point. They make it very clear that Nicolas Cage's character Ben, he's not it's not like they need him to accomplish everything to find the treasure, but he just has like a few key parts to it. But like Ian is capable of figuring it out himself. This girl would be able to do it if she had like knew that this was a thing. She denied it entirely until she saw the map on the back. She's like, what? And then she became almost as obsessed as he is, as he's been his whole life with it. As soon as she saw it, she's like, I got to see where this goes. And like, I like how it gives you that kind of a hook to it, where we don't even see that part until later. As far as we know, this guy is crazy this whole time until like halfway through the movie. And I don't know, they play it well. I like how the dad isn't also as obsessed with it. He says he wasted 20 years of his life doing it and tried to encourage his son to be normal about it, but he didn't like force him to do anything or change his life or do whatever. He just advised him not to. Don't waste your life, but you do what you want, essentially.
Also, I don't know if you've ever seen them, but you should also watch if you like movies like this. That I brought on not too long. I don't even think you were on the show, like the Romancing the Stone movie. If you should watch that movie.
Okay. Yeah,
Romancing the Stone, and then its sequel, Jewel of the Nile.
I think I remember you mentioning that before. I think I sounded interested when you did bring that up, I think.
The one thing like both Jewel of the Nile and National Treasure 2 do that I cannot stand is like once they do the first movie, the guy and the girl meet, they fall in love, they
break up immediately in the sequel.
Yeah, in the second movie, they're separated for like a year now.
But then they get back together by the end of the movie.
They have another adventure and they fall back. I hate that trope. I hate that trope so bad.
I hate that too. That's I need to rewatch the second one, but I remember that what I remember of the second one is hating how they just split up for some reason, and it's like,
yeah, I hate
okay,
that.
so I understand it when like if you can't get an actor or an actress back in the movie and you have to come up with something that I don't like that excuse, but like that's a better excuse. But when you have them there,
same actor and actress,
you have them there. Just why? And the fact that they're going to be in the movie together the whole time anyway, they don't need to rekindle. Have them. They've never been together and working as a team in this regard, like as a couple. So that's what you do next. Obviously, The Mummy, I think, is one that succeeds in it, where they aren't broken up when we meet them again. They are together and they work together. Like that's a great example, right?
Yeah,
like the relationship continuing
until you get to the third movie.
And we don't talk about the third movie. That doesn't exist.
I love Tom's picture up there, by the way.
Yes, I noticed that. Nice,
Nicolas Cage.
But it's like with how much crazy that you see of Nicolas Cage in most of his movies. I like seeing one where he's just kind of a regular actor. He comes off as like a regular character, kind of, but he's got hints of his caginess that you can see is there, but it's more subtle. And I don't know. This is just a good one. Like again, when I was younger, I liked it. It was like, oh, it's a good little movie, whatever. Watching it now, I'd put this a lot higher on my like rankings or like favorites of movies. Like this, and this feels rewatchable. Like I feel like if I were to watch it again right now, I'd be like, yeah, this is pretty good. They do good at like kind of there's different sections of the movie, I guess, where it feels like a different genre you almost enter a little bit, but naturally. Like you kind of naturally get there.
I think everybody's doing that, man. They're watching movies from the past because there's stuff we get today. So you're giving movies a chance that maybe you thought were all right or something, and now they're a lot better because movies today suck.
Well, and it's like, and this achieves things that I never really cared about before, like just people doing smart decisions, even if it's such small things that aren't a big deal. Like when he's trying to get fingerprints from her, he grabs the glass from the bottom and he's holding it kind of weird. In my head, I'm thinking, well, that is kind of weird how you're holding it, but he is coming off as kind of strange anyway. And that also, like, he says something to her that kind of tips her off. I don't know if he meant for it to tip her off. I don't think he meant for it to tip her off, but she is like, it's kind of weird. And she is kind of double checking things a little slowly, but she does, and that's how she leads to finding him in his van later. And like, what was I going to say? Because when she's trying to run away from them, she slips off her shoes to run. Like that's something kind of smart. When he's in the gift shop or whatever, just the comedy there was a little bit funny. The chick's like, "Are you trying to steal that?" And he's like, no, okay, and he like buys 2 of them, and they don't show that he buys 2, but they know he's going to make a purchase. So the reveal of that was done well, where I feel like they would hammer you over the head with this sort of a thing, like a setup. They either fail at setups in modern movies, or they don't set it up at all, but then say that it was a setup or something.
Yeah.
And they just do some of these things well and subtle, and I don't know, there's something to appreciate with it. And yeah, the villain, even like Shaw, there's like Shaw's one of the henchmen, sort of, I guess you could say, of the team that knew them. Like he takes a misstep in the tomb, or not the tomb, underneath, when they're underneath the church later. I'm calling it a tomb though. I guess it is a tomb though, because they remove a body first and go down there. But like he falls, and he doesn't care about him immediately, but then once they get a chance, and he's like, hey, let's just stop this or whatever. He's like, do you believe that any of your lives are worth more than Shaw's? There's just like an acknowledgement of like a lesser character in the thing, like from the villain cares about this person a bit. He's like, no, we're going to continue because that guy just died. I don't care if you guys die. We're continuing. Like, and I like that. It was just like a nice thing. Didn't need to be there. The villain's not a heartless person or something. He's got his own motives and stuff. And I don't know. It's just done well.
He's supposed to be heartless. He's a villain.
Yeah.
Have you ever seen the back of the Declaration of Independence? Have you ever seen the back of the Declaration of Independence on weed?
But yeah, it's a National Treasure. Yeah,
off of it.
I like it a lot more rewatching it. Yeah, rewatch it if you guys haven't seen it in a long time, because you might appreciate it more than before. And again, it's just I like that they have like pride in American stuff in the country. It's not.
I'm now a black girl.
Not shitting on it. You know that any modern movie, I can't imagine a modern movie praising American history. All they do is try to shit on it, and we need to change and be different now. Is what it always is.
It's true.
So this was refreshing to see a movie like be like, no, we founded this. These guys built it. Like Riley says, like, how did these guys, or like one of the henchmen, I think was like, how did guys with like just hammers and nails do all this? He's like, the same way they did the pyramids and something else. And Riley's like, yeah, the aliens helped them. Just like a funny joke, but like like it's skill, innovation, determination, all that into doing stuff. Just nice, good movie, good movie, good feel good movie.
Yeah. All right, Tom Cage.
Sorry, I was away there before.
That's okay. You ready for your next pick?
Sure. Like I said, I should have done this with Half Baked.
Half Baked, yeah.
But I got my hands on the Cheech and Chong documentary last movie.
Yeah, the last movie.
Comes in a nice slip pack there.
Oh yeah.
It's all right.
I haven't seen.
There's a lot of it I already knew. But it is just basically a document of their entire career. I mean, the parts that kind of drag a little bit are the new little interstitial comedy bits they're doing on the road. It's like I thought they could have come up with something a little bit better, but overall, it's a really, really cool trip through history. One thing I will also say that I didn't care for so much is the AI up conversion of a lot of old footage and images in the movie, and it's really obvious.
Is it got like that blurry, weird effect to it?
Yeah, with the outlines of the faces and stuff.
I hate that.
But overall, no, it's a fun little or interesting documentation of the rise of Cheech and Chong and their career. Nice.
I haven't seen it. Is that that's not a Lionsgate Limited, is it?
No, it looks like Lionsgate put it out, but it's actually Bushnell, I guess, is a company, and Photo Kim, I guess. Yeah, it was independently produced, I guess, from what I can tell.
Interesting. Yeah. Well, I wish I could talk a little more about. I mean, I could talk about Cheech and Chong in their movies, but
yeah, I mean, it's not really something you can, because there's, like I said, there's not really a story to it, obviously, because it's just their story, the whole creation of the duo and how they got famous and the movies and just their experiences, how they broke up for a while and all that kind of business. Not so much about them getting back together, which I was kind of surprised. They didn't really get into it too much because there was a few things I thought that would have been interesting, but overall, like I said, I already knew a lot of it, so I mean, unless you're somebody who's a complete novice when it comes to Cheech and Chong, you're gonna be like, oh my gosh, I never knew any of this stuff. But
Right.
Most moderate to really heavy duty fans will probably know some of this, if not most of this stuff. So it is cool to see some of the old footage, and there was a few things I'd never seen before in here, so it's kind of cool. But yeah,
That was cool.
I should have just did it with Half Baked.
Yeah. Well, how many you got left?
2 with the one that you and I are gonna do together.
Okay, so I got 1, and then the one we got together.
Same thing.
Okay, so I guess I'll go ahead and do mine.
All right.
I got this. This was one of the last things I bought from the actual Shout Scream Factory website because I'm a Roger Corman fan. And this is Sawbones, starring Adam Baldwin and Barbara Carrera, even though she's not the star. It's actually
not Stephen Baldwin.
No. This is Adam Baldwin, who's not even related to the Baldwins.
He's a delegated Baldwin.
Yeah.
In case one dies, he can step in.
We have a spare.
You know who Adam Baldwin is. He's been in
he's the guy that's in that TV show and stuff. Yeah,
he's in Chuck and everything.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah.
Yeah. And then it's actually Barbara Carrera is not the star. It's Nina Semesco is the star, which is the blonde chick from Airheads that Pip does on the couch. So what this is Roger Corman Presents. And I'm watching this, and I'm like, this is playing like a movie of the week. Like, what is this? This almost feels like it could be a TV show. And I looked it up after I watched it because this was one of the Shout exclusives that they were charging almost $30 for when it first started. I got it for $4 when they were liquidating everything. So what it was Roger Corman did a thing called Roger Corman Presents for Showtime, where he made a bunch of movies for Showtime and produced them, and this was one of the movies. So what is it? So like if you're a fan of like The Dentist or Dr. Giggles, Sawbones could fit right in there with them. It's a story of a guy whose dad was a doctor and abused him, and he so desperately wants to be a doctor, and he keeps applying to med school and he keeps failing, so he keeps kidnapping people and performing surgery on them because he's messed up in the head bad, and he actually thinks he's a real doctor, and he's got doctors surrounding him while he's cutting these people open, and it's just him. And so Adam Baldwin is a police detective, hot on his trail, trying to figure it out. And the blonde chick is a ex-college student who ends up helping out with the case and trying to help solve the case because she can't decide what she wants to do with her life. She's been in college and she just has no direction, and she stumbles upon these murders and helps the cop and everything. And so that's like the gist of the movie. But like the guy playing the doctor is great. He plays it so maniacally, and like he's hamming it up in this movie. So like he's really good. But yeah, this movie goes from feeling like a TV, like Lifetime true crime type movie to being like a Roger Corman splatterfest type movie. So it's very tonally weird. And yes, it does. You cannot have a Roger Corman movie without boobs, and the ones they do show are very nice. So, like though it's just like a weird tonally shift movie. I'm glad to got it. Who knows if this movie will ever be released ever again. Shout Factory definitely ain't selling it no more on Groove. It's gone. It's done. I know they still got the Roger Corman thing, but they do dick all with Roger Corman stuff, which that's what makes me mad. Because he produced and directed, made so many films. He's incredible, and it's just like they do nothing with them. And I understand that he's an acquired not everybody's going to want Roger Corman stuff, but like a box set of like some of his big movies and stuff would be great. So anyways, this is a fun movie. If you're looking for a movie to go along with Dr. Giggles or The Dentist, I could recommend Sawbones. It's the least of them. It's not the best of those movies. But it has its moments, and it's got some fun stuff to it. And it's also, it's silly. It's silly at times, but it's also very serious, and I had fun. I had fun watching it, and that's all that matters, right? So I had fun watching it. It's much more in the like it's not like a horror movie, but more like a crime thriller type movie. It only gets sort of like horror type when it's the doctor cutting people open, and that's like some of the best stuff in the movie because the guy playing him is just like he's going for it. You know, he's like, "Doctor, hand me the scalpel." And there's nobody there, so like he grabs the scalpel and hands it to himself.
Does he have like different voices with the he does? Hand me the scalpel.
No,
Oh,
he's
no,
just like
do this.
you can hear it in his head, but like he's like he even plays golf in his backyard, like he's playing golf with another doctor.
Oh, nice
and the dude, he's like, "What's that make you, doctor? Or whatever. That's a birdie, And then like his neighbor like gets the ball, and he's like, "Hey, would you too?" And it's just him. He's like, "Keep the ball on your side of the yard." So like that's some of that stuff is like the greatest stuff in the movie, but and then other stuff it just feels like it could have been a little better. But I enjoyed it. I enjoyed the movie. I had a little fun with it. There's a good. I could understand why Shout Factory, Scream Factory, whatever, decided to put that one out as an exclusive because I don't know about the other. I don't know what happened. I don't know if they'll ever release the other Roger Corman Presents Showtime movies. But that's clear. I understand why they put this one out. It must have been the best of the bunch. So, and that says something because it is low budget. It's not great, but it's fun. It's one of those just like cheesy, bad, fun movies, you know. So I enjoyed it. But yeah, that's what I have. And then Tom, if you want to show the one you have before that we have together, we'll get to that one.
Well, this is one that it's strange to call it a favorite. Because it's a very good film, and I actually have several versions of it. I even used to have it on DVD. And it was a movie that Warner Brothers released twice on Blu-ray. And I think twice on DVD as well.
Mm-hmm.
And I have the original Blu-ray release right here of One Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest in the Digipack. And then I have the second release here, which is a really nice set, and they actually added a documentary to this, but it seems to be the exact same scan as the last one, but it has all kinds of neat stuff in it. Lobby cards, playing cards, press kit, replica, and a bunch of other goodies in there.
Right.
So that was one version I had before, but more recently, Warner Brothers released it again in a new 4K edition. And I believe, I'm trying to remember, the American Film Institute I guess did this restoration. It's a good disc. It looks really good. I didn't notice any haloing or any big problems. It has a nice natural film grain to it. It has the original mono soundtrack plus the 5.1 that Milos Forman did for the older release of it.
Nice.
Now, the downside. I don't know why Warner Brothers has been doing this lately. It has almost all of the special features that were on these two, except for a few of the deleted scenes and one of the extra documentaries that was just about institutions that had nothing to do with the movie. Right. So that aside, I don't know why the handful of deleted scenes have been just excised. Couldn't tell you why.
I hate when they do that.
So yeah,
they put them all on digital. Is that what they did?
I didn't check because I gave the digital copy to Mexican Iron Man, but
gotcha.
It's weird because it's only like 3.
Right.
They're all on these old releases, but they for some reason skimped on like 3 or 4 of the deleted scenes on this release for some reason. Otherwise, it's all there.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't know, but I can recommend it. It looks good. But I mean, this is still probably the ultimate release of it at this point, which sucks. I mean, the picture-wise, this is the better of the two. But I mean, this has all the goodies, the extras, and all that kind of stuff, and really gave the movie some love. But yeah, no, it's a good movie. If you haven't seen it before, what it's about, because I'm sure Rookie's never seen it.
Oh, I guarantee he's never seen it.
But it's actually a classic film. And let me tell you this. It beat my favorite movie for Best Picture, and I understand why. It's not my... I don't like it better.
Right.
But it is... You know, it is a great film. I don't know if you've ever seen it, Greg, but...
Yeah, I've seen it.
Okay. So yeah, it's Jack Nicholson plays R.P. McMurphy, a guy who's imprisoned for statutory rape. And he keeps getting into fights and stuff in prison, and he gets the bright idea to get thrown into the nut house because he thinks it'll get him out of his work detail and other things.
Yep.
But little does he know once he goes inside that, spoilers, he doesn't sit his normal time. They decide when he's ready to leave.
Right.
And it becomes basically a battle of wills between RP and the head nurse, Nurse Ratchet.
Mm-hmm.
Basically, I like to describe it as, when an immovable object meets an unstoppable force, right?
Yep.
Which one's going to succeed at the end? And it's both uplifting and disheartening film, right? Because you see this guy come in and shake things up a little bit, and it's kind of what some of these guys needed to begin with. But the way it all comes to a conclusion is just dark and sad, and not to get into any spoilers since Brooke hasn't seen it. And I do feel like this is a movie he should see.
Yeah, this is one of those type of movies that you definitely need to see.
But yeah, so yeah, I mean, it's a good film.
And Danny DeVito's in it. Right,
Yeah.
Danny DeVito. Yeah.
Yeah, Danny DeVito, young Christopher Lloyd, Brad Dourif, I believe, got nominated for it.
Yep, Brad Dourif. Yep. It's good. I mean, it's got a great cast. It's just one of those movies that this is like cemented Jack Nicholson and stuff. One of these movies. It's just one of those great movies. Once again, as I was talking about earlier, it's movies we don't get like this anymore. Movies like this anymore. That is very much like, I say adult, but you know what I mean by that, right? Because it's the movies where they're thinking movies, or movies that are just like, it doesn't just feel like it's just Oscar bait or something like you get nowadays, or a movie I don't know. It's just like these adult type movies. I don't know how to explain it, but you know what I'm getting at. And it's even weird too, because when we were kids, we wouldn't have enjoyed it as kids, but now that we're adults, we get its value and understand it.
Which is funny, because I think the first time I saw it was in school. I think in psychology class, but
it's true.
I mean, it was technically a college course, but still it was interesting. And I mean, it wasn't a movie that necessarily you would, and maybe I'd seen it before then, but it was just a movie that I revisit often. But I've never read the book, so I can't comment on that one. I've heard the book is got some differences. Now, this movie is basically the play, is my understanding. Because Michael Douglas produced it. It was supposed to be made a few years before this, when it finally got made. Because the movie itself takes place in 1963. And I think the reason that they had to make sure it took place then was because I think even some of the practices that happened in One Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest were no longer legal, and or would they do anymore. I mean, and by the time you get so far, they started shutting down a lot of these sanitariums. So, I don't know if this movie and the book had anything to do with it, but I wouldn't be surprised, because it is a very blunt look at what it was probably like in one of these facilities.
Right.
Back in the day, and they weren't really well kept, and you had people Nurse Ratchet is just an utter bitch, and she's probably one of the greatest film villains ever.
Yeah,
and it's not because she does dastardly things; it's the way, and RP explains it great in the movie. He's like, she likes to play a rigged game, Doc. And that's her. And if you listen to all the sessions and the way that she just dwells on basically humiliating these guys, right? And she must get off on this, it's like a masochistic thing for her.
Yep.
I swear, and Louise Fletcher just plays her to perfection. I mean, to this day, I cannot see her as any other character whenever she's in a movie. It is so difficult to not see her as Nurse Ratchet, right? I mean, she is so ingrained in the pop culture as that character.
Yeah, I mean, you've at least heard the name Nurse Ratchet, rookie, because that's a name that
probably
a lot of people know. It's a testament to her.
She's been referred to a million times. Yeah. Anytime there's a bitch that's a nurse or anything like that, they instantly refer to Nurse Ratchet. Or even The Simpsons, I think they even have the famous Michael Jackson episode, which is a straight up ripoff of the One Flew Over. Which I hope you've at least seen that. But yeah.
Oh, do they even in Nightmare on Elm Street 3? Do they mention her? I'm trying to remember.
They might. I'm sure there's at least 1 or 2 references in there for One Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest.
Yeah. But do
Like,
you
it's
think
hard to have any movie that takes place in a sanitarium post that film without them referencing it in some way, shape, or form. And it'd be one of those movies where once you see it, you'll be like, oh, that's where that comes from.
Mm-hmm.
It's got at least 2 or 3 of those kind of memorable scenes in it to where you'll be like, oh, okay.
Yeah.
But like you said, like Danny DeVito's performance is great. Christopher Lloyd's great. Brad Dourif.
Yeah.
My God, you see why he was the actor that he became after this. And he does a performance much different than anything he ever does post this.
Mm-hmm.
Right? Because this is like the complete 180 from every character he plays after this movie. Because he plays the young, innocent, like guy in this movie. And from here on out, he pretty much plays like murderers and
psychos,
criminals and psychos. Yeah. But no, it's a great fucking flick. If you haven't seen it, do yourself a favor. And it's one of Jack's greatest performances of all time. And what's his face, the Indian?
Oh yeah.
Oh geez.
I know you're talking about. It's slipping my mind too.
I know. He was in Poltergeist 2 and a couple other things. I forget his name now. All of a sudden.
Yeah.
Great actor, of course. He's Will Sampson. Thank you, Brian.
Yeah,
Will Sampson's great in it. I mean, yeah. Put it in the basket, Chief. Just put the ball in the basket, Chief.
What's funny is like, it just made me think about that. Is like Brad Dourif was in an episode of Psych where they did that. They did a take on this movie where he was in the mental hospital and he wasn't a bad guy. He was a good guy. So he was very calm and very normal in the movie, even though he was in a mental ward. But that was like part of the case.
Well, there's only like one scene where you can even hear the Chucky voice or anything remotely like that. And that's when he's freaking out just before the, I'm not going to get too much into it. Yeah.
Brian Board wants to know, do you think Nurse Ratched got her comeuppance at the end?
No. This is a movie where the bad guys win, sadly. But you do get the little victory, right? And that's kind of thing. This is a very quintessential 70s movie. Even though it takes place in the 60s, it is this is the kind of movie that Quentin Tarantino probably loves. Because it doesn't have the cut, dry, happy ending kind of shit, right? So I don't want to detour people from the film either, because it is a very, very good film, and it's a very important film as far as film history goes. Because like I said, Rook, this was the movie that managed to beat Jaws. And you don't hear people going, oh, Jaws should have won. It's not like it was Annie Hall. This was One Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest with Jack Nicholson probably turning in his best performance ever.
Yeah.
I mean, maybe right next to Chinatown. Like, I mean, I don't know, between those two, like, I mean, that's arguably like, you're talking a guy's best season ever in baseball, right? Like twice in a row. So
yeah. Rook is like, I want to see more Tombstone.
I want to finish watching Tombstone. Which you should, sir.
Yes, you should.
And that is your punishment.
Wait, I'm at like the point where they're starting to gear up against each other real good. They just
well, and you're at the you're gearing up for the last part of the film anyway. Like you're post OK Corral, I imagine. So
well, I'm more like Sam Elliott's like I'm trying to get these guys, and Caruso's like, oh man, I gotta help you, I guess.
I don't think he's even got to the
OK Corral. Shit, you're not that far at all. What the fuck? You barely even started.
I'm over halfway through the movie.
I don't know about that.
I know because there's a time code on it.
I don't believe you.
But it says there's like an hour left. So
I think you're lying.
I'm your Huckleberry.
I am a truther, sir.
Johnny Ringo.
But no, One Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest is a good movie. It is. It's
He's an
one
educated
of those
man. Oh, I hate him. Yes, One Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest. Good movie. I think the standard version it doesn't have the worst cover in the world, but the Steelbook has the better of the two.
Yeah, the better.
And I mean, One Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest has never had a great poster to begin with, so
yeah.
Did they ever make like a sequel called Two Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest?
No.
No. But I do remember you was talking about on Twitter. You were blasting the cover of the standard over the Steelbook.
Well, it's just the standard version makes it look like the movie came out in the 60s. And the Steelbook one, as you see here, it's just him in a cage, in a bird cage, right? Which this is okay, a little bit more inspired, I guess. And like I said, the movie has never had the greatest
cover art.
It's either been like this, or the original poster is. I have it here. We go, right here. The original poster is that.
Yeah, it's just that.
I mean, that's the image. I mean, I guess I refer to the most when I think of the film. Which I'd have been fine with just that on the Steelbook.
That would have been the better. All right, well, you want to get to the last one we have together? Because you have the special one and I don't. So
yeah, I guess we can get into that unless Ricky had one more. Did he not or no?
No, he didn't have no more. He said he only had two. Technically,
I
only had
shit. Speaking of crazies, yeah, I had this last week and I totally spaced out, but that's all right because you watched yours.
Yeah.
That you have, and I have the other ones too. That I have the old DVD. I didn't grab it though.
Yeah.
But I have the very, very special box set that came. Oh, Jesus Christ!
I know. I forgot all
from
about
Umbrella, which I think is still available. I got 363 of 10,000, so I'm sure it's still available.
I need
and
to
of
get
course
one.
it has like the movie, of course, the script, a book, a comic book.
Oh, nice.
And a canvas poster of the film.
Oh, nice.
And it has a shit ton of special features I haven't had the time to get into, including the work print.
No, I'm so badly
and all this other stuff. I just have not had the time, plus all the 2004 special features. So, yeah.
No, it's the Lonely Blu-ray.
Yeah. Which that was the version that came out before. And that's not the worst scan in the world
No,
either.
it's not bad. It's not bad.
No, it's not. But this looks brilliant. It looks great. Draft House kicked in on this one. I mean, Alex Winter may be a jerk now, but it's funny because you watch this movie. It's like this motherfucker would get canceled now. I can't believe
like some of the shit that's done in that movie.
Especially all the gay humor that's in it. Like,
yeah.
I mean, hell, not to get you canceled, but I mean the word it's in the movie like 5 times or more. Like, yeah.
Mm-hmm. And you know, for the longest time, I did not know Dog Boy was Keanu Reeves.
Really? I knew that like the first time I watched it.
I don't know why I didn't, but like I don't know, it just never clicked with me until a couple of watches later.
The scene where he talks the most, I think, is where I picked it. Like the first, I'm like, is that Keanu Reeves?
Yeah.
And my buddy and I were watching because the first time we saw it, never even heard of the movie, but it was one of those movies that Cinemax premiered.
Mm-hmm.
And we're watching the premiere of the movie because we're like, holy shit, the guy from Bill and Ted made a movie?
Yeah.
Like, and Cinemax did kind of make a little bit of a big deal out of the movie, even though we never knew it came to theaters or anything. Like came and gone, didn't know anything about it.
Mm-hmm.
And we watched it, and we fell in love with it. But yeah, like probably about the 3rd or 4th time you see Dog Boy, I'm like, I'm pretty sure that's Keanu Reeves, and he's not listed in the cast.
No,
and that was kind of like a dead giveaway. And then the internet wasn't too far around the corner, and by then it was confirmed. So, and I think I'd seen or heard something, or he was in like a. They did like it might even be on this Blu-ray. Like they did some behind the scenes feature thing that did show on Cinemax, and I think you could tell also from the interview because they interviewed him as Dog Boy, and it's like, why is everybody else their person but he's not? Like,
exactly.
You guys got to also remember this is when Keanu was big.
Yeah, yeah. Well, this was 90.
And he did the movie for like nothing or something like that. So like, yeah.
Great. What was this?
Like, he didn't want to be credited, I guess is from my understanding of it. But yeah.
He was just like, I think Speed, was Speed out around this time with this movie?
Didn't it come out the same year?
I think so. That's what I'm thinking. Like, because like he was getting real big
this was
with
peak
Speed.
Keanu, yeah.
So like you would know, but no, it is a fun movie. It's clearly also a take on the movie, the Freak movie.
Freaks, yeah.
Freaks and She Freak,
which I talked about. What
not too long ago.
Yeah, about a year ago.
Yeah, and his freak makeup is clearly taken on the She Freak makeup from the movie She Freak. I
want to say it was 94 when this came out. It makes more sense.
Let's see.
I don't have a date on here.
Sure says 93.
93, 94. So yeah, it was somewhere in between there. Yeah.
But for what you don't know, Rook, and William Sadler's in it too, is great. And oh my god, I love.
Well,
Randy
basically,
Quaid.
what
Randy
Alex did was calling all his friends to be in his fucking movie.
Styrofoam cup.
And he spent whatever money he had on special effects because he got Screaming Mad George and I can't remember who else
Screaming Mad
worked
George
on it.
and
But yeah.
But
And the effects do shine in this movie. Like,
They
I mean,
do.
they do look really good. And I mean, it's sad that the movie kind of tanked or whatever happened to it when it first came out, but it has gotten this cult following. Now, I don't know how well this Umbrella one has sold, which I'm sure they're going to do a standard version like Mario Brothers one, but no, it's been out of print now for what?
For years, man.
15, 20 years, whatever it was, since that 2004. So, yeah.
I'm surprised. I know Fox put it out because it's got the Fox logo, or at least distributed it. So I don't know
They were
how
the initial producers. Now, I think Alex Winter, what he did is he bought the rights back.
I was going to say because Disney and everything.
Yeah, and from my understanding is he went, and that's where I think Draft House came in, plus they helped with remastering, because then they did a theatrical thing and all that kind of stuff. So, yeah.
Have a good night, second night, your daddy. Get a good night's sleep. You got to be up at 4 a.m. But no, for like anybody who don't know what Freaked is, because I see Brian Bart the acting is Freaked good. Yes, it is a good movie. It is a good movie.
It's fun. Yeah, it's really fun.
It is fun.
Randy Quaid is also somebody we didn't mention who's great in it. I mean,
Styrofoam cup. I still laughing my ass off over that because that's what he hears and it drops.
I know.
But the movie is Alex Winter plays this child star Ricky Coogan, who
complete dickhole.
Yeah, he's a complete asshole. You know, he's like your quintessential child. Like, I'm better than everybody and everything. And William Sadler's company, the EES, Everything Except Shoes Company, hires him to go down to this small country to make their Zygrot 24, which is this really bad chemical.
He's supposed to be the promoter of it. Yeah.
He's supposed to promote it, like to get people to realize, you know, hey, this is not bad. It's not bad for the environment and stuff. And he goes down there and they meet this girl, him and his best friend, and they meet this girl because he's trying to hook up with her. She's like a feminist. She's basically like a feminist protester, like. Which is funny because you mentioned that, like with that, the way he is today and the shit he gets into,
right?
Like he's literally making fun of those people he sides with today.
I can't believe he didn't disown this movie, right? Like you watch this movie, and you're like, did the same Alex Winter make this movie?
I mean, right up to the end of the movie when she falls for him and everything and what she says. So yeah, so like it's weird, but like
I mean, I get it. A lot of it's supposed to be satire. Don't get me wrong, but like you're right. Like they even make fun of there's so much stuff in this movie that would get him canceled.
Mm-hmm. And then,
like I can't believe.
Yeah.
I mean, this is like a Toxic Tuesday movie that I got to remind fucking Nick about. I'm like, this should be a toxic. Like this is definitely a Toxic Tuesday movie if I ever saw one.
It is. But anyway, he goes down there to this thing, and they meet him and his friend and meet up with this girl. He tries to trick her into thinking he's not Ricky Coogan because they're protesting him and everything. And then it fails, and then they go to the freak show where there's supposed to be the freak show that's run by Randy Quaid, and he turns them into freaks. So, and that's the movie. It's like they put him in this thing with a bunch of freaks and everything, and then that's just where the hilarity ensues, and they try to get away, try to get cured, and everything. And it's just this really weird, bizarre combination of comedy, satire, horror. Special effects. It's just this really fun movie, and yes, everybody, like all of his friends, like. You can tell he called in his big Hollywood friends for this movie. And it's just hilarious. And some of the jokes, like when Mr. T, because Mr. T is the bearded lady. And like,
that's one of the things I think would get him canceled now.
Right?
Yeah, that whole thing.
When he shows up in his semi-truck today, he's like, they're telling the story how he became the bearded lady. He's like, you look a lot better without a dick. And he's like, hey, he turns him into the bearded lady.
Oh my God. I'm a woman.
Yeah, it's beard phobic because they didn't hire a real woman with a beard.
No, it's
just the way they're making fun of it too, and then at the end, he gets cured. So like spoilers, but like
yeah, and then like that sock with the guy with the sock is Bobcat Goldthwait.
Bob Goldthwait, yeah.
And the sock comes off, and he's just saying, and they're like, all it's a fraud, it's fake, it's still fucking. It's great. It's a funny. It's and like there's just so much insanity in this movie. It's the petting zoo
Yeah,
and the
it's
heavy
like
petting zoo.
it's like joke after joke after joke after joke after joke after joke after. It's just
It's
non-stop.
relentless, man, and it's only like
Yes.
83 minutes long. So like
Which
it
makes me
comes fast.
wonder, like, I think I haven't watched the other versions, like the work print or anything. Like, I'm sure it's one of those movies where they shaved it down to the best of the jokes and as much as they could. That
Yeah,
I have a feeling that the extended cut will probably not be that great.
probably.
Like, and usually that's kind of the way these movies are. Like, even like with, Dirty Work, like the work print, like you can see why it got cut down to what it did. Like, it's good. Yeah, is there some funny stuff that could have remained? Yeah, but there's a reason why a lot of these comedies have like these overly long work prints that get shaved down to, like, obviously Planes, Trains, and Automobiles being a great example, right? Where they take so much shit and just trim it down to, an hour and a half, hour and 40 minutes tops.
Yeah,
But that's sometimes where you got somebody like John Candy, or you have some of these guys that were working on this movie where you just kind of let them go and just see where it happens to go. And sometimes you get gold, sometimes you get Ghostbusters 2016. So
it's true. It's true. Yeah, I would. I mean, it's clear. It's like, of course, when they, they let them, like you said, it's so. The work prints are cool to have, but it's technically usually the theatrical edits are typically the best, and because they're nice and tight and funny, and that's the one you really fall in love with to begin with.
well, and that kind of goes back to the Cheech and Chong thing. I didn't really talk about it much, but like there's one part in there where, Cheech was kind of getting tired of just doing the stoner Cheech and Chong standard comedy. And what that was basically set up a premise, and the guys would improvise, and all the other characters in the scene were usually made up of, all the Lemmings people and all that kind of stuff, to where they could improvise along with the guys. But Cheech wanted to do more structured films. And Tommy was just happy continuing to do Cheech. He could have, 17 more Cheech and Chong.
I assume
movies
they
for all
just
he gave a
smoked some
shit.
weed to figure out how to save the day somehow.
Well, that was another thing too, is that Cheech wanted to start making movies that weren't revolved around weed and or R-rated. So that's why the Corsican Brothers, there is no weed in it.
Right.
And it's the only Cheech and Chong movie that's technically a Cheech and Chong movie, but isn't rated R as well, from my memory.
Yeah.
So, and then Born in East LA is kind of a Cheech and Chong movie, even though Chong is not in the movie.
Yeah. And then he went on to Nash Bridges. So.
And that was one of the moments that kind of brought in the split. And it kind of what it gets into is like, Cheech wanted to go off in this other direction, and Chong got his ego and just kind of wanted to continue to do what he was doing.
Yeah.
And that's kind of where the two parted ways. But I mean, they eventually came back together and whatnot. Like, it's just one of those kind of things, where you see these movies and it's like, I'm sure there's got to be like a 2-hour work print of fucking Cheech and Chong Up in Smoke as well, or 3-hour fucking print. Like, where it's just nothing but just endless improv. And 9 times out of 10, it's not that great.
Yeah.
I mean, I've seen the Spinal Tap 4-hour cut. I love it. I adore it. There's some great shit that didn't make the final cut. But you could almost cut another 2 movies out of that shit. I mean, it's like, I mean, sometimes you get those great movies, but I mean, what did Alan? Oh, he's extremely libtard or leftard. Or
yeah,
whatever.
he's gotten real bad lately.
He's got TDS so bad, right? Like, and I don't care if you don't like Trump. It's just the TDS aspect. It gets just ugh.
It drives them insane to where it's like, can you just talk about something else? That's what I liked your movies. I liked just Bill and Ted. I loved Freaked. Can you just talk about those instead of all this political bullcrap now? And that's what it really gets to, is like, you get to the point where like, okay, I get it. You're Hollywood. Pretty much all Hollywood is left and all that. But like, you guys are the one that keeps making it about politics. Can we just talk about movies now? Can we just talk about entertainment? Can we talk about what it was like on the set of Freaked with all these people because you have Mr. T, you have Keanu Reeves.
Tell me what it was like
Randy
to get
Quaid.
killed by Charles Bronson. I mean, not many people can say that. Well, actually, a lot of people could say that.
Yeah, lots of people. They made like 5 death wish. So.
Exactly, at least hundreds.
What was it like working with Randy Quaid? Was he crazy as shit or what? That's what I want to know.
I'm sure. I mean, I think this was just before he went crazy, but like, yeah.
He is really.
He went
is
crazy
really
the
good.
other direction. See, now there's somebody who's an example of going too far the other direction.
Yeah.
Right? Like, I mean, that man went insane. Now, I guess he's kind of calmed down now, and he's been in a bunch of. I know a few people have met him now where they've done a ton of these National Lampoon's
Conventions and stuff.
reunions,
Yeah.
and conventions and stuff. Yeah, so he is back in the U.S. is my understanding.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't know if he's taking care of whatever it is he needed to take care of, but yeah, he went a little fucking crazy there. You don't even have to search that far to find his nutty fucking breakdown.
Which is because he's always crazy. He's always crazy, man. But no, I mean, this movie I have not. I have forgotten that was coming out, and I'll be honest with y'all. I've been a little broke lately, so I haven't had a chance to buy a lot of new stuff lately. So especially with Christmas coming, so it's going to be a little slim pickings till after Christmas, at least from me. But no, The Freaked is great. It's a hilarious movie. I highly recommend people see this because this is one of those movies where you watch it and you do wonder how the hell they got away with that. And just like the effects and everything, and the Rastafarian eyes, his eye and eye,
the Rastafari eye,
yeah, Rastafari eye,
the Rastafari.
eye
that's
and
another
eye,
one that would get him canceled now, especially
right?
when
he go in there, he don't come back, man.
Shit.
With
Yeah,
the machine
a lot
guns,
of fun.
it is. It's great. And then the troll kid.
Yeah.
If you let him into your heart, your heart. Oh, when he tears
Just
that
because a
dude's
guy
head off.
doesn't like macaroons.
I would give anything to wipe my own ass again. It is good. It's a good movie. I'm glad the 4K looks great. That's one that I've been wanting to get into because I do want to see all the because like it's been so many years. There's like nothing unless you go on YouTube, which it's there. You can just go find what you can on YouTube. But like with all these special features all together in one place now, I would love to see all those. Yeah. So don't remind me. Yeah. Don't remind me, Steven. I've been wanting to get the Creepshow Shutter box set. Which is actually a pretty good deal. It's $50.
I still haven't brought myself to watching that show yet.
I still only seen the first season, and I didn't hate the first season. So
that's what everybody says. It's not that bad. So.
And I know, speaking of like the Ninja Turtles is gone. The 4K set has gone down on Amazon to $60. So,
yeah.
But
what you get when only one of them is really is a negative.
Yeah,
but
only
I'm not gonna get into all that again.
Yeah.
Speaking of Ninja Turtles, did you hear what happened to that series? The new
did they cancel it? Flushed it down. That's quite a big list. I'd have to think a lot on that, Brad.
I could probably throw my top 5-ish out there, perhaps like Jaws, The Godfather, Exorcist, Gremlins, Beverly Hills Cop. I mean, just off the top of my head,
I know Superman the movie, the original.
Yeah, Superman
the movie would be my top 5. That's like probably I don't know.
Obviously, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. Like I said, it depends on what day of the week you ask me on that one. But
the Turtles, Ghostbusters,
Who Framed Roger Rabbit,
Nightmare on Elm Street 3.
Well, with all the movies I've seen, like my palette has changed a lot to where I don't even know.
And of
It's
course,
such a
one of
mixed
the
match
greatest
of
films
palette. I have no idea what I'd put as my favorites right now.
ever, Highlander. I mean, I don't know if there is a more perfect film.
Yeah, Back to the Future.
Oh, Back to the Future.
Raiders.
Films.
Raiders is an incredible
Raiders
movie.
Is good, yeah.
Empire Strikes Back.
That sadly, Star Wars has fallen down my list.
Mine too. But I still like. There's something about Empire, man, that just.
Oh yeah, it's the best of them. Yeah.
Yeah, I know you're not much of a fan of it, but I do enjoy Blade Runner. I do enjoy the original Blade Runner. I know you're not much a fan of it. I know.
It's not that I'm not it's just I think it's overrated, and
I know. I get you.
I don't think the movie is as much as everybody makes it out.
At least you're not doing like a Chris Stuckman where it's like, yeah, I had to watch it like 7 times and now I know why everyone loves it.
Yeah.
It's like, okay, sure. You didn't like it. It's okay.
And I know people might be tired of hearing it. Scream is at least in my top 20. Scream. Yeah. I don't know if I put it in my top 5, but it's in my top 20.
But the Nightmare films are up there for me.
Yes, Nightmares.
The Karate Kid films.
Yes. There's so many.
A lot of pickings. Narrowing it down to 20. I mean, 100 might be a little easier.
Little Shop.
Yeah, personally, I don't like making lists because I like so much. Yeah. And I don't like to say one, and like it does change from day to day. Like maybe one day I'll like Superman, and maybe one day I'll like something a little more than I like Superman.
That's why I said it depends on what day of the week you ask me what my favorite movie is. One day it's Jaws, the next is Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. It just depends on what day you ask me.
Yeah. And I mean, I love Wrath of Khan, but I also do like the original Star Trek movie. I love Evil Dead 2. Yes, Evil Dead 2 and Evil Dead 1 and Army of Darkness. It's just like you can't. I can't make a list. I love
different categories, different like genres, different time periods, all these different factors, all these different ones. Yeah, top 100
might I should have mentioned as well.
Top 100, I think, would be kind of difficult too. Like it'd be okay, obviously this, and then you'd have
the
like
Rocky
500.
films. I mean, that's the thing is there's so many great ones, but I mean ones that that define a person are really tough to kind of
put like Predator or Alien on those.
Not nearly as high as I used to. The Bill and Ted films were always ones that I was really partial to. I've got a lot of Bill and Ted's. Kind of just goes by how much memorabilia or how much I would spend on their memorabilia.
How many Transformers movies are on the list?
Tom's not a Transformer fan. So.
I'm not either. I just thought it'd be funny to throw a funny one in there like that.
I love the earlier. I like Child's Play films and stuff like that.
Lord of the Rings movies, of course.
It goes like
those are givens.
Yeah.
Batman Returns is a cinematic masterpiece.
Batman. Yeah, I agree with that. That's what I'm saying. Like I think about I enjoy all.
Did I mention Highlander?
Yes, you did mention Highlander.
I put Tremors in there somewhere.
Tremors. I would put the original Tremors up there.
Definitely.
There's just so many of them. Yes, Pulp Fiction. I love. Reservoir Dogs. Reservoir Dogs is one of my all-time favorites.
Kill Bill.
Yeah.
Once Upon a Time in Hollywood. Hateful Eight.
Yeah.
I love Hateful Eight, even though a lot of people shit on that movie.
That's what I'm like. I'm looking at my movies and I'm like,
Tombstone and Unforgiven are two of my favorite westerns ever.
Yeah. What is that? Are you talking to somebody? I think he's talking to somebody from Subway.
So should I just do like 30?
Yeah. Listen.
I'd say do 50 white and 20 wheat. Might be good. Okay. Yep.
All right, thanks.
Yep. Bye.
So you're doing 50 wheat, 20 white. Brooke. It is true. This is true, Darren. Also, yes, Die Hard.
My girlfriend says you need to do 3 sets of white. You're a moron.
Did I not mute? Oh, sorry.
No, you did not mute. We heard your own.
Whoops, I thought my mouse thing didn't click all the time.
A coworker's calling for it. White.
Yeah, 1 set of wheat, 3 sets of white.
Yeah, white bread. You gotta
have the white bread to make the herbs and cheese.
Exactly.
Unless you're not super busy, like she said.
Well, yeah, it's been a lot slower over here, and one of the guys hasn't pulled bread too much, so he's like, "Oh, there's like actually a lot of white, and there's like 1 wheat bread left." So he's like, "How many?" I was like, pulling them. Too much needs to pull. So, yeah.
But yeah, I'd be honest with you, I do not like making lists, and it's almost impossible to choose my top whatever because that's why we buy movies, right? Like there's a reason I have over 3,000 movies. You know?
It's I think a more interesting type of question might be like, are there any movies you would consider will never move off of like your top 20 or something? Like that will
I
always be
normally would say
it'll
yes.
fluctuate. It'll fluctuate somewhere in there in its value, but will never leave top 20. That is
I would have said
you
yes.
will take it with you.
15, 20 years ago, Rook, but not now.
Yeah.
After the
Yeah.
Star Wars experience, after some of the other experiences, because unfortunately the newer shit has completely soured the Star Wars films, even in worse ways than the prequels ever could have. It's really strange. Like, it really drug my enjoyment of the original films down to a whole lower level. Now, yeah, I can still enjoy them, but not like I used to. I used to watch those movies on a regular basis.
Right. I will say though, when Rick sent us the unedited versions, that was probably the most fun I've had with the original Star Wars movies in like 20 years. You know what I mean? Like I felt like a young kid again watching those versions, even though they're not perfect, but they're the best it made me forget all the sequel bullshit. So it was fun. It was fun watching those again for the first time like that. So yeah.
In the spirit of that question, though, I mean, would you guys include any TV show or animated movie or anything like that?
Well, that's a different question altogether.
Because I feel like those technically fit in the same category, but they're just, animated.
Not me. See, I see that's
action.
and that's kind of where like I'm with Greg. Like I don't like giving my all-time favorite list, but like if you want to ask me like what's your favorite sci-fi, your favorite horror, like I'll get into those like I would with the list show. It's a lot easier to get more specific because then you can have fun and kind of throw things in there and whatever. But like,
yeah,
you start asking me what my favorite of all time is of anything in a broad genre, I'm going to start getting pissy because I'll end up forgetting.
Well, I guess
shit.
here's a question for both of you, which I know you guys won't have a real answer, but give a best guess if you can. How many movies, and this does not count seeing it twice, how many movies do you think you guys have seen in your lifetime?
Oh shit.
like above or below 10,000.
Dude, I have forgotten movies I've seen, man.
Me
like
too.
you don't understand. Like when we had cable and TV back in the day, there's a lot of times you'd end up watching shit you had no idea what the fuck it was.
Like there's this movie I still remember seeing with Pamela Anderson and David Warner, and I cannot remember the name of it.
Yeah, there's a lot of movies I found that way that like I see on TV, and I'm like, oh, one day I'll find it, or one day I'll find whatever that was. I want to see that again.
The beauty of the internet now, and not only that, everything says what it is when you're watching it now, and all that kind of stuff. But back then, you had that discovery, and there were so many times, and I was the guy at the video store where people would call and ask that because I had that encyclopedic knowledge. They'd be like, somebody's looking for this movie, and they say, oh, what's it about? Or I don't remember what it's about. It had this one scene, and this lady would do this, and blah blah blah. And I'd be like, "Oh, it's this." Like, all right, thanks.
Yeah, literally, I would have been the guy to ask you because there's this one I was like browsing, and this kid like uses the Force on Jessica Alba and flings her to the wall, and I was like, "What was that?" And then she like it's like he's like, "Hey, it's like yeah, there's no point, some weird cult thing going on," and then she like flashes him, and he's like, "What?" And then she like kicks the kid, and I was like, "What the fuck was that? What else was that?" What?
Yeah,
but that's my problem. My knowledge of that shit has
I had no idea what it was. And then
really
I figured out that was
wasted
Dark
away over
Angel.
time.
yeah, it has.
Okay.
And deleted scenes. No, it's not Barbed Wire. I know Barbed Wire. I've seen Barbed Wire. I know what Barbed Wire is. The movie I'm talking about aired late on a Cinemax or Showtime, and it was Pamela Anderson, David Warner, and he was a rich guy. I think he was in a wheelchair, and he was going to transplant his brain into Pamela Anderson's boyfriend's body.
It's not Barbed Wire. It's what she did after Barbed Wire.
I thought you were going to say into Pamela Anderson's boobs.
No, he wanted to put his brain in her boyfriend's body so he could have Pamela Anderson.
What the hell was it? I know what you're talking about now too.
Yeah.
He's going to transfer his body into Pamela Anderson's boobs.
Why not? I mean,
that would have been
a
fun.
place to be. And yes, I have seen Gettysburg. It is a good movie, Brad. It is a good movie. Yes, it is a good movie.
And I didn't get the disc this week, but I've watched Naked Gun twice now.
Yeah,
I guess I could comment on that because for some reason just didn't get the disc yet. It was supposed to be out this week.
Well, when's the next physical media show anniversary?
We're on
Tuesday.
219 now, 220 next week, so not for a while.
Well, 'cause I was gonna say that sort of thing, not like a definitive list of top movies, but some sort of like preparation of what some sort of list thing to go on maybe for like
And
the
see,
next
I told
anniversary
you I don't like
maybe
making lists. I
something.
don't. I just don't
Some
like
sort of
making
thing.
stuff.
That's what I'm kind of saying. Not a list
I hate
specifically,
lists
but
almost as much as
taking out
Jews do.
some.
Oh my god.
Sorry.
But like I guess like picking out what you can grab.
I'm
I
dead.
don't know.
Oh, I'm
what
so
you
dead.
want to put on it. I don't know.
I probably wouldn't do that.
Could have been worse. It could have been a camp joke.
I mean, I guess the point of my the point of my asking like how many movies you guys have seen overall is because it's like, okay, if you guys have seen over 10,000 movies, let's just say, let's just
Oh
assume
fuck, dude. We're
just
talking.
assume it's 10,000 or something.
Fuck,
Like narrowing
man.
that down to 10 or 20 is that's like years worth of work.
I mean, I haven't seen all the movies I have, but there's a lot of movies I've seen that I don't have. So, I mean, and you got to remember, man, there was movies that have never even been released on home video yet that we've probably seen on television and stuff like that over the years. And,
Yeah.
I mean,
it's Naked Souls with Pamela Anderson and
Naked Souls. Okay.
Naked Souls. There you go.
I'm pretty sure it was a later one. I kind of it sounded familiar because it sounded like a Cinemax movie. Yeah.
Yeah. There's so many, like you said, like that have been on home video. There's movies still stuck on VHS, like those straight to video movies or the movies like that where like they showed real late night that so many of us like they're fever dream movies where you're like, what the hell was that? I want to see that again, and you never see
They're
it
like
again.
really hard to track down.
Well, my girlfriend was explaining a movie she saw, when she was younger on cable too, and she couldn't figure out. She started explaining it to me, and I'm like, "That's got to be Showgirls." And she's like, "No, it was older than that." And then I started showing her Showgirls, and she's like, "Yeah, this is it."
There you go.
Yeah.
Exactly.
That happens all the time, man. Like you see these things, and that would have those were always at the video store, especially back in the day, because like I said, Rick, we didn't have the internet.
Right.
So people couldn't just look shit. And not only that, like even TV guides didn't predate like the on-screen TV guide where it would actually say what you were watching and all that stuff. That didn't even predate the internet that much because it was all the same kind of technology. So, I mean, back in the day, if you didn't have a TV guide, especially if you wound up on a channel that wasn't listed or something like that, you were like, what the fuck is this that I'm watching?
Yeah.
Right? Like, I mean, for years, it took me forever to figure out this one movie called, like, finally figured out what it was. It was, and I brought it on here before, the Polish vampire in Burbank.
Oh yeah, with the
like, I saw this movie like constantly as a kid, and I couldn't remember the fucking title of it. But
did they? I was gonna say they probably showed the title of the movie when they played the movie, but if you don't catch it at the beginning, then you won't ever see that, right?
Or like once in a while they do in between the commercial, they'd be like, a vampire in Brooklyn will return right after this. Once in a while you'd get that, and that's it. But I mean, if you had no idea what the fuck you were watching, you're just like, what the fuck am I watching? Because they didn't even have the bugs and stuff that would pop up on the screen.
And that's the same thing with the when Vinegar Syndrome released Invisible Maniac. That was one I seen years ago as a kid, and I had no idea that it was called The Invisible Maniac until I finally, like, when I was older and they realized they were putting that out. And I was like, holy crap, that's that movie I seen. That's that movie, So like, so you don't know. Like, there's so many of these movies that I've seen growing up. I couldn't tell you how many I've seen. It's well over 1,000.
And some probably hit you different on rewatch, right? Like some will probably change on your scale after you rewatch.
Oh, there's a ton of movies where I have different memories when I saw them initially, and then if I caught them or found them again later on, where it's just like, oh yeah, this is what I thought it was, or not as good as I remember.
Yeah, was even one of them. The Toxic Avenger was even one of those movies where you first see it for the first time on TV, and you're like, what the hell was that?
Romeo and Juliet was one that I ran into, I think, back in the day.
Yeah, which is messed up. That movie is messed up.
Well, and I think that one was one that Cinemax also premiered. But like, there was a lot of those a lot of those were like the straight to video / very B level type shit that you just don't really get. I mean, I guess it was replaced now by like the Mickey Mouse horror parody type shit.
Yeah, which is
well, man. Like as we're talking about this, like I'm thinking about the format of streaming, which I think is like, for what it is, it's fine, but I do miss the channel surfing. It's different than surfing on a streaming service where you're searching for one and it's all categorized. You can find it well enough on streaming, whatever. But you have to choose it specifically, and you have to start from the beginning pretty much each time. As to where with channel surfing, you suddenly are in whatever scene, whatever. You could be at the end of the movie, the middle of the movie, middle of the show, whatever. And one scene might convince you to watch whatever that is. You don't even know, because you don't even know what it's called yet. You're just on a channel.
That's pretty much what it was.
And that's a lot of what hooked me into a lot of stuff when I was younger that I might not have even cared about to see ever. So I mean, whatever I have seen, I mean, at least TV, I kind of have to thank for that. Otherwise, I would have never even known of some of these things at all. Like, as much of a rock I was under already. Like,
you were probably young enough to where you still had like major cable channels and stuff to flip through. Like, you probably don't even know what it was like to only have like 12 channels.
Yeah.
Only at my dad's house, because he did not ever have
half of them were repeats. Yeah. So like,
yeah,
you were stuck watching. And if the president was on, as Jeff Foxworthy used to joke, your whole night
on
was
half
ruined.
the channels or something.
Yeah.
Not just have them, all of them usually. Like, that's the problem. You're just like, no, because that's the problem with our cable growing up was, if you could call it that, it was literally like a lot of doubles. So we had 2 ABCs, 2 CBSs, 2,
Yes, I remember that.
2 PBS. It was just like, what the fuck do I need all these? It's the same shit.
Yeah, it's like the ABC would be like your local ABC, but also an ABC from like maybe a state over. But
if that was what it was, but like, see, where we lived, it was like La Crosse and Madison. So you had 2 major cities within less than 2 hours of you. So
yeah,
to appease both people that are around you, you just get both. But it was kind of funny because now that everything's kind of switched over, like my parents are all pissed because since the days of satellite, they can only choose one. They got used to having both. I'm like, well,
now there's just one.
You got to choose La Crosse or Madison, I guess. So,
yeah. And then, I mean, on top of that, like the Wild West, because like the Wild West, like you're talking about streaming services, those are carefully cultivated content, so that like, they know what they're putting on there. Like the Wild West of cable was like crazy things. The people were just like putting on these movies and stuff, and then you had to add, the straight to VHS movies that you could get at the video store. And if you're lucky enough to have like where Blockbuster hadn't put out your local video store, because like we've talked about before, Blockbuster was great and all, and I went there myself, but they put out a lot of mom and pops, and the mom and pops is where you found some of the weirdest of weird movies, and they were always like, you could find movies that, like, I've seen so many movies from mom and pop things that I've never seen ever again.
Absolutely. So that was my favorite place to go, was this town about a half hour away that was a little bit bigger city where I grew up, and they had I don't even know if they have them anywhere else, but it was a gas station called Viking, and they had like a grocery store and all this other stuff, and they had this video store in part of one of the gas stations, and it was fucking huge. Like they had clearly been getting movies since back when VHS first started coming out. Like they had everything. If I ever wanted to see anything, I knew that's where I would go. And every movie that would come out, whether it was a Vidmark release, a fucking Corman release, because like living in a small town, New Horizons, shit, all that stuff. Like, because when I lived in a small town, we were lucky if we got anything that wasn't past a major studio release at our local shit. And I remember when I worked at we had like 2 places in town growing up where you could get videos, and this is one of the reasons why I decided to open a video store in my hometown at the time. But like, and I'm sitting there, and I worked at one of the grocery stores that had video section, and the lady who decides to get the movie, she's going through the list of movies, and she goes, "What is this South Park crap?" And I said, "Oh, that you should get that one." She's like,
"Hold your tongue, ma'am."
She's like, "I don't know if I should get that or not. I don't know what it is." And I'm like, "Oh, trust me, you're going to want to get it." You know what the hilarious part is? In the next town over, I was good buddies with the people that own the video store there. They couldn't keep the South Park movie on the shelf. Like, they ended up buying an extra copy because they kept getting it rented out so much, because I had to wait forever to see that bastard. I ended up just buying it on DVD. Because it was still at a time when DVDs were a little staggered sometimes from the VHS releases here and there.
Right, yeah.
Because I remember when it came out, it just happened to be at the edge of both, to where I think the DVD came out a few months later, but it was one of my earlier DVDs I remember getting. But it was like, I was sick and tired of waiting for it, but it was one of my first blind buys. But like, yeah. So like it's just one of those things where it's just like, we're lucky if we got anything past the major studio stuff because it was whatever the people that were running the shit wanted.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I mean,
and I remember specifically like they wouldn't carry certain movies at like the one gas station because my mom worked there, and the boss lady, she just was like very against getting anything that was like,
yeah,
she didn't like to get a lot of horror films or anything that was.
Well, I guess I can see why like
Yeah.
places like that might not want to get anything obscure because that shelf space where.
Well, it's not even that. It's just she just didn't like it.
Yeah. I had a video store. I would say I worked there, but she never paid me. She gave me free rentals all the time. So that was my payment. I would like run her money to the bank, sweep the floor, vacuum, do stuff like that. She'd let me get whatever I wanted for free. But like she wouldn't get like the movie Striptease because she didn't like the nudity in movies and stuff. So she wouldn't get movies like that. And I even actually got her to get the movie North with Bruce Willis and Elijah Woods, because she didn't have that. And I was like, I had seen it and I was like, hey, you got that? And she's like, no. And she's like, she had to order it and watch it before she would put it on her shelf before if I could even rent it. So like there's that was a mom and pop.
Everything that she would allow was something that she's seen before.
Yeah, she had to see it. She wasn't a big fan of like nudie movies. Not like they were like, I'm not talking like porn. I'm just talking like a movie with Demi Moore where she goes topless. It's called Striptease or Showgirls. She wouldn't get something like that. But no, it was like, I loved that place. I hung out there all the time. She was an older woman. I did so much for her, and I got so many free rentals. It was insane. I miss that place. I so miss that place. That's what I loved. I was at all kinds of video stores, and that's what I'm saying. It's like when you ask what movies have you seen, it's like I've seen movies from that place, from other video stores, from cable, and I have no idea some of their names, and I've never seen them ever again outside of VHS. And it's insane. It's insane how many I've probably seen that I've forgotten. Like, and so it's what it is, man. It was a good time. It was a good time, and I miss that era. I really do miss that era. That's why I talk about it a lot on my channel.
The show.
There you go.
Yeah, but we got 2 hours. I know that went from freak to that, but good question, Brad. Good conversation. Thank you, everybody out in the chat. Thank you, Tom. Thank you, Rook, as always, for hanging out. But as always, you guys don't have to go home, but you can't stay here, and we'll catch you on the next one.
How you doing? Bitches leave.
Maybe I'll hit the